adjust the lighting.
Anyway, now we have audio, just at the perfect timing.
There we go.
Hey guys.
Hello.
You're still shadowy because
I'm a bit shadowy, yeah. But
well, I'm going to turn off this light so
you know the audio's on.
I know.
Okay.
The camera.
What?
The camera's on.
I mean, it's off like it's not trained. It's not pointing at the people it should be pointing at.
It's pointing at me and Mark, who are the pretty people.
We are the faces.
Hey guys, in case you can't tell, we're having some minor technical difficulties, but the audio's on anyway, so you're going to get to hear all the fun stuff that goes on behind the scenes. Meanwhile, hopefully they can hear us. Jesse wants a cell phone.
Alright guys, Trevor, stop breaking the computer.
Okay, yeah, so this is the second week in a row.
Trevor, hit all the buttons.
Anyway, so hopefully you can see us. Hopefully for us you can hear us, but you know that might not be so fortunate for you guys.
Hello, Internet.
Anyway, after some minor technical difficulties, again,
we seem to be up and running.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're going to go over the list real quick, and then we're going to tune over to them while we keep talking, if I can figure out what's going on here. All right, so Matt's list first. You want to take this one?
I'll take this one. I'm a little bit more familiar with these, this type of list. Okay, so Matt is running a Company of the Great Wolf with an allied Dark Angels detachment. So we've got a Wolf Lord with the armor of rust, the Thunderwolf mount, and a Thunderhammer. We've got 2 units of 5 Blood Claws with a Flamer, and a Stormwolf dedicated transport with the twin-linked multi-meltas, because that is the way you run them. We've got his elite choices looking very familiar. It is 3 Iron Priests on Thunderwolves with a varying amount of Cyberwolves, a total of 7 Cyberwolves. His Dark Angel ally, the very, very interesting choice. He's got an interrogator chaplain. I can talk. An interrogator chaplain on a bike with a power field generator. He has the Ravenwing Command Squad with 2 extra bikes, an apothecary, and the Ravenwing Banner, which allows him to do the super. Sorry about that. That's okay. Which allows him to do the super hit and run, where he hits and runs 4d6. And they all have Corvus hammers, which are just excellent. And lastly, it's rounded out with Strength 5 rending, never a bad thing. Rounded out with 5 scouts and a Sykaran tank, which is not. I don't see it here.
Yeah. I'm going to blame Jesse or Matt.
Yes.
Because it's not there, that means he doesn't get to play with it, right?
Yes, he's playing 1 Sykaran down. But no, the Sykaran Forgeworld tank, armor 13, all around, fast. Fires a Strength 7, AP4 rending, 6 shots.
Correct.
Pretty awesome gun. Oh, and ignores Jinx saves, which is huge.
Except in this matchup. I guess it's not
terrible. The bikes can
true.
Jinx, so it's actually, and they only have 4 up armor, so.
And so you guys know what we're talking about. Bikes. So TJ is running War Boss something or other that I'm not going to pronounce from Forgeworld. Just to give you the rundown on that guy, he has a Power Claw that strikes at initiative. He has Skilled Rider, and he makes bikes troops. That's his Warlord trait, actually, interesting enough. I'm sure he does something else that I can't remember right now.
I think it's AP1, too, his Power Claw.
Sure, so, let's go with that. If it's not, it is now.
Yeah, and he only has 6 up armor.
Yes.
And he's only 150 points, which is sick.
Yes, he is dirt cheap. We'll go over some of that stuff a little bit more later. He's got a War Boss on a bike with a Lucky Stick, standard stuff. Thanks to the War Boss, the special one. His troops are a 12-man bike squad and a 10-man bike squad, both with a knob with a claw. Then he has the Gaz Great Wog detachment, which has yet another bike with Warboss on a bike with a claw. He has a Pain Boy, definitely going with the rest of the characters. The mandatory 2 troops, so he's got 2 units of Grots, standard stuff. Unit of fast attack, he has 14 commandos with Snake Rot. I'm going to say that's his name.
Yep.
Important to note, they can come in from any table edge, including your opponent's, I guess, deployment table edge, I guess you would call it.
Any table edge,
Yes.
whatever side.
Literally any of the 4 table edges. Or
Yeah.
5, I guess, depending on what kind of table you're playing on.
Great for taking out things like Thunderfire cannons.
Yes.
They often go in back corners. There's no Thunderfire cannons in this list, but just in general, Snake Rot, Commandos, you want to kill some Thunderfire cannons because Orks don't deal well with them. Snake Rot.
Yeah. And then there's a Def Copta. That guy grabs Linebreaker, does some other cute stuff that we'll go over in a minute. And then he has, for his heavy, he has 3 squads of 5 custom Mega Cannons. 36-inch range, gets hot, Strength 8, AP2, Small Blast. So they put out a lot of hurt.
Yeah.
One of them has an Amber Runt, just assuming that's a points thing. And then he has a Sky Shield landing pad. Great thing to put all those cannons on.
Yeah. Now they all have 4-up and vulnerable saves.
So I'm briefly going to mute the mic while I go yell at the players, and 1 second. Alright, so now that the players are starting to deploy terrain, we can kind of go over why we had to rush through that. So, the players today are going to be playing the test or version 1.0 of the Killadelphia mission packet.
Okay.
So, it's a new thing, Killadelphia, run by Stomping Grounds, mostly Matt, but, Stomping Grounds. So what it is basically a modified version of last year's ETC packet, for anybody familiar with that. It simultaneously runs a standard mission. In this case, they're going to be doing Big Guns Never Tire, while also doing Maelstrom. Now, for anybody who went to or played at BAO or BFS, that sounds very familiar, but the difference is there isn't one of these that's primary and the other secondary sort of thing. Both are simultaneously the primary mission. The way things are set up is it's a battle points mission. So really what you're fighting for is battle points versus a win-loss. So a small win, which is great at a lot of other events. If you win by 1 point, it's still a win. Here, you get less points if it's a close game. So it really encourages, frankly, tabling your opponent. Or at the same time, if you're losing, it encourages you to play the game out rather than give up, try and scrape together a few points.
Yeah.
Also, like basically every event next year, Killadelphia is planning on allowing Forgeworld, so that's why we saw 2 Forgeworld units here.
Yep.
So we're definitely testing that out a lot, making sure that things, work out. So what the players are doing now is they are placing terrain, another part of what we're planning for the Killadelphia missions.
It does placing terrain. Actually, I like it. It makes the game a little bit more tactical than if you're going into something like a Nova setup where it's like this is the terrain.
Yes.
This is the terrain on every table. You're playing basically the same game on every table.
True.
So it makes it a little bit more exciting. Spices things up a little bit. It's a little bit luck dependent though, because if you get a bad piece of terrain, or if you get the wrong table side after setting up the terrain.
Well, you choose table sides before setting up terrain. You do have to place the terrain majority in your table half. So, I don't know. I think that might have changed from originally when they started doing the packet.
Yeah, I was about to say actually on Saturday in the tournament, I guess we screwed up if that's what we were supposed to be
nice.
doing. Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, so they do know their table sides. This deployment for their particular mission is Hammer and Anvil. With how things are going, it looks like Matt's on your left-hand side, TJ's on your right. But yeah, this is definitely interesting. You see the 2 different game plans kind of folding out here where looks like Matt put the larger piece in his deployment zone, probably a place to hide scouts, versus TJ who put the larger of the pieces he was getting to place in the middle. So it's something to run up and kind of hide bikes behind. It really promotes his I'm going to run at you strategy.
Which could, in my personal opinion, possibly kind of backfire. Because I feel like TJ's got the better shooting. He's definitely got the better shooting. So at that point, you'd think he'd want to just line up the train as close to one, like basically make the middle as empty as possible, so that when if he gets a turn of shooting at those Thunderwolves, just unload as many Strength 8 AP2 blasts at them as humanly possible.
Yeah. One thing I can say for him, TJ does have that Sky Shield that he's going to get to put down, so he will have something in his deployment zone, which is nice. But
yes.
Again, I totally agree with you. His quality of fire isn't necessarily as good for things like the bikes. The cannons only have a 36-inch range, but he certainly puts out a lot more shooting.
Yeah, I mean, what's that? It's each one fires a Strength 8 AP2 blast.
Small blast, yep.
So
36 inches.
Yeah, so it's 15 Strength 8 AP2 blast.
It does have gets hot.
Okay, so I guess let's say
like 13 or something. Yeah.
Or about like 12.
Sure.
You know, so I mean that's and plus with with blasts, they just scatter a little bit, so who cares?
Yeah, so your ballistic skill doesn't really matter too much.
Not really. No.
Plus they're manned by Grots, so they are BS3.
Yeah.
But yeah, I totally agree with you. Putting a line of sight blocker in the dead center sounds dangerous.
Yeah. Line of sight blocking works both ways.
But yeah, so clearly not the deployment type that he really wants to play. 36 inches in Hammer and Anvil is kind of limited, but it's something that he has to deal with, so you might as well practice, and there's no reason to not try it out and see what happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely with you in that case.
One of the an interesting thing, Matt's got sort of a mini Death Star plus an actual Death Star.
Yes.
And then TJ's got just one big Death Star, and then kind of just a big shooty Death Star.
Yeah, definitely. Has a lot of power claws, but not really. I mean, they're initiative 1. What are you going to do?
That's true. Yeah. I don't know. The only thing is that I don't know what if anything TJ's, or what he might even need to do. Does he really need to do anything against the Flyers?
I think he just tries to ignore them until they have to go into hover mode to try and grab an objective. Whoever gets second turn, as always in an objective game, is going to have a bit of an advantage.
Yeah.
One thing that I really like about TJ's list is, frankly, it's a lot more versatile than a lot of Ork lists we see. Mm-hmm. When you see something like, and again, TJ's our resident Ork player, so we've seen him playing most, if not all, of the Ork games here. Mm-hmm. With things like Green Tide, your opponent sees it, they know exactly what you're doing. You run at them, hope to kill enough stuff, win the game.
Yeah.
Did we misread this? Maybe TJ. I guess TJ might be on the left-hand side. In which case, if Matt plays that line of sight blocker, it makes a lot more sense. It looked like Matt was placing the terrain on the left, but it does make more sense now.
Yeah.
Anyway, so like I was saying, the versatility thing. With the Green Tide, you're just running straight at your opponent. You and your opponent both know exactly what the plan is here. You're going to run at them, hopefully kill enough stuff by the time the game's over, win just through sheer brute force. With this list, actually the Def Copta adds a ton of versatility in here, because what that does is, first of all, its primary goal is to get Line Breaker. Clearly it's very good at that. It's a jet bike. It's what it does. But also the Def Copta has hit and run. So if, let's say, TJ is going second, turn 4, he joins up a couple characters with the Def Copta, charges it into a more mobile thing. Let's say a Screamer Star, just to give an example, because I'm a demon player and I'm totally biased. He charges that Screamer Star, something without hit and run. He ties it up for a turn, and then he gets to hit and run out of that combat on turn 5, basically nullifying the mobility of the opponent's Death Star for a turn. So that way now he kept that star in place and now can go break up his characters and steal objectives at the end of the game. I mean, clearly he's not going to do that in the beginning. He's going to put it with all these bikes, run at stuff, but it's that little extra versatility that a single Def Copta gives you that a lot of people would miss, that, can turn an entire game around.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I would have been the person in the last round of a tournament who thought I was winning, and then all of a sudden he jumps out and takes all of my objectives. So.
Yes. And it keeps your opponent also from breaking characters out of that unit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if they're tied up in combat, they're stuck there. Cool, they'll get a D6 consolidate when you hit and run out, but you get your move plus your turbos and everything. Granted, he's only initiative 4, so there's a decent chance he fails the hit and run, but 2/3 chance of passing.
Yeah, initiative 4. That's a good enough chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Matt has hit and run on his bikes.
Matt does have hit and run. I really like that unit, and I hope it doesn't die immediately to strike an AP2 large blast. Or sorry, small blast. Small blast.
I've certainly been talking up TJ's list. So let's go a little bit more into Matt's list, because he has a lot of stuff going on for himself here too.
I mean, of course, the primary thing is the mobility. I mean, the Thunderwolves don't care about terrain. They don't care about anything. They just, it's a lot of strength 10 attacks. Mm-hmm. They're going to get across the board, and they're going to do it very quickly. It's just a matter of staying out of line of sight of the large blasts. If he can use that bit of line of sight blocking terrain in the middle of the board to his advantage, he'll be good to go. He will be fine. But it's basically the way that TJ's positioning and the way that Matt probably going to deploy. TJ's only going to get, if he might get a round of shooting at them.
Yeah, and frankly, if Matt puts off to, let's say, the bottom edge of the board, TJ probably can't even see it with a decent chunk of the cannons.
Yep.
For those unfamiliar with the Dark Angels book, because it didn't really have a time to breathe with the Helldrake last edition.
Wah, wah.
Yeah. What this command squad is that Matt has, everybody except one guy, who's, I believe Matt has it on the Apothecary, has a plasma talon. Basically a twin-linked 18-inch plasma gun. So,
yeah,
that's cool. 2-shot, strength 7 AP2 at close range. It does what it does. But the grenade launcher is what really pushes this unit over the edge.
Tell me more about this grenade launcher.
Would you like to know more? The grenade launcher, it does some okay things, like strength 3 or something like that, small blast. Really what it's mostly used for is the rad grenade launcher. It's a small blast. Any unit that it hits gets -1 toughness for the next game turn. So something important to note is, TJ is great. His bikes are tough. The character bikes are toughness 6. So normally Matt couldn't Thunderhammer them out with all the Stormwolves. Matt hits it with a rad launcher. All of a sudden all those characters are toughness 5. Not a single one of them has Eternal Warrior. Also removes the feel no pain given by the Pain Boy. So unless something insane happens that scatters way off, if Matt decides to pick a fight, he's going to win that fight.
Yep.
Granted, TJ has a lot of strength 10 coming back at him, so it might just be a wash. There's no Eternal Warrior on Matt's side either.
True.
So,
and he does have that strength 10 power claw, and that's
initiative 4 for the character.
Did his I didn't see it in the list. Does his Wolf Lord, because there's no reason he shouldn't, does his Wolf Lord have a storm shield? So I didn't see it on the list.
I would double check with him actually, but I don't remember seeing it either.
Yeah, that storm shields are kind of a big deal on Thunderwolves, from what I understand.
Yeah. So Matt's certainly going to have to try and put something like the Cyberwolves in a place that they can get attacked, but remember, TJ has this with a unit of 12 bikes. He has a lot of attacks coming back.
Yeah.
The non-Power Claw ones. So if Matt starts trying to start wounds on them or start wounds in the wrong place, he might have some issues here.
Yeah. Another thing. I mean, you kind of needs to neutralize both the. This might help save Matt's Thunderwolf Death Star. TJ does need to kill the other mini Death Star, the Command Squad, too, because if TJ's Death Star gets locked up with Matt's Thunderwolf Death Star, then that could you'd run into a situation where the bikes could possibly get to the cannons, and
yes.
If the bikes get to the cannons, those cannons are dead.
Yeah, honestly, I wasn't even thinking about them being separate. I was just kind of putting the Thunderwolves with the bikes, but now
That's
that you
also
mention
true.
it,
Yeah, I mean, he could split them up and just have
totally
two.
viable for him just to split them up because.
Yeah.
I mean, they can both take a decent punch, and if Matt can get into that cannon line, it removes most of the threat of TJ's army.
Yeah.
So, really, whatever he has to do to get there makes sense.
Yep.
The Stormwolves, on the other hand, not the best in this matchup. Usually really good anti-tank things, and there's
They
no
do
tanks.
have a Twin Link Small Blast, though.
Sure.
So the Twin Link Small Blast
That's true.
can he can drop it on. It's strength 8, so it wounds the cannons on 3s. The cannons can't shoot it back because they're blast. And then he also has the last cannons. It wounds the cannons on 2s. So and then there's So I mean, there's a lot of strength 8 shots and strength 9 shots that he can put in on those cannons that will that can do some pretty serious damage. And it doesn't seem like he has any of the grots up front, so it looks like for the most part the cannons would be taking those wounds.
Yeah, that's could easily be a mistake from TJ. Better watch out though. Those grots with their pistols, they're going to shoot right back at that thing. And,
I know they can shoot their grot pistols, or they can fire the pistol. Then when it runs out of bullets, throw the gun, just like Superman. Yep.
Maybe they should just throw the grot.
What do you think they're firing out of those cannons?
So it looks like all of the characters are on the bottom side with the 12-man bike unit. Not really a big surprise there. TJ's going first. Didn't get a chance to figure out if that was by choice or not. With Maelstrom going first has its advantages. With objectives, it certainly has disadvantages. So it's kind of a win-loss.
I've got to be entirely honest. In a Maelstrom mission, I would rather always go first.
Sure.
Just
TJ
because-
does have a very alpha strike army, so it helps.
I mean, you just get a chance to get in, get some objective points, and now your opponent is playing catch-up for the entire rest of the game. If you lose a couple of units because you decided to win a Maelstrom card by sacrificing a unit, it's usually not that big of a deal, because it's much less of a big deal to kill units in Maelstrom missions. You've just, whatever it is the card says, that's what you're doing. Mm-hmm. So I always like to go first in Maelstrom.
Yeah, and just a reminder, the quote-unquote primary, I don't know what better to call it, even though both that and Maelstrom are primary. I guess objectives, I don't know. But the objectives version of the primary, that I'm going to give up trying to describe this. You guys know what I'm talking about. Are the white objectives. So there's 4 of those, and then there's 2 black objectives, which are strictly Maelstrom. So they have no impact on the end of the game for who's holding them. Just to give you guys a little idea about what else is going on here. Again, in version 1.0 of the Killadelphia missions, there is an option of 8 total secondaries to take. Players choose 4 of them. So just to give you the rundown of those, and we'll try and keep you updated throughout the game. Matt decided to choose Linebreaker, Marked for Death, chose one of the Grot squads, makes sense. Leave None Behind, again, makes sense. It's not going to be a huge issue. You see Matt didn't place any of his primary objectives in his own, really his deployment zone. I think he placed 1 right on the line because he had to. And then Slay the Rank and File. So for TJ, that's killing the 2 bike squads and 2 Grot squads. Makes sense. He chose one of the Grot squads anyway. The other one's going to die to a stiff breeze. And eventually he's going to have to fight the bikes anyway.
Yep.
So you might as well do what you're going to do anyway. TJ chose Warlord. Sure. I mean, it's a standard one. He shouldn't have too much of an issue if he wants to dedicate time to it to kill it.
I mean, basically if he gets his bike character in a challenge with with Company of the Great Wolf, you have to accept challenges, or you have to challenge.
Yeah.
Reasonably
I'm
possible.
trying to think if Company is his primary.
Well, yeah, because the Dark Angels are his ally.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Yeah. So, of course,
I guess you could just take it on a Cyberwolf.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, that's the weird thing, because for some reason or another, Cyberwolves are characters. It's like they should have a named character Cyberwolf, like Jeff the Cyberwolf. He gets an extra wound and an extra attack and some special, like Shred or something.
Jeff OP. But yeah, if something like TJ manages to kill off a bunch of the Cyberwolves with the cannons, all of a sudden that becomes a really viable option and a good way just to start mowing down those characters.
Yeah.
Because the rest of them, I'm fairly confident, are all striking at Initiative 1.
Because they all have Thunderhammers.
Yeah. So then that initiative 4 strength 10 attack, I mean, if you get rid of the Cyber Wolves, it's just going to start chewing through characters until it gets to the Warlord.
Yep. 'Cause, the Iron Priests, unfortunately, or the Wolf Priests, or what are they? Iron Priests.
Iron Priests, yeah.
Yeah, they don't have an invulnerable save. Sorry, no, they have a
They have
6 up.
So, woo!
You guys didn't see that hand motion, you didn't need to.
No. This is a totally PG stream.
This is a family-friendly event.
That being said, kids, you might want to leave the room. Chose Linebreaker. Again, standard thing. The Def Copter, that's really what it's there for. He has bikes. It shouldn't be difficult to get. Assuming he's not tabled, he should be able to get Linebreaker.
Yep.
Although I guess the cannons and grots don't really go anywhere.
Nope.
Marked for Death, he chose... It looks like he wrote Stalingrad, which I'm assuming is wrong. Sicarian. Because I can read English, Latin, whatever that is.
It's English.
Is it?
Well, I mean, that's...
Well, yeah.
I mean, imagine in Russian, because they have a different alphabet.
Thanks.
He can't... he doesn't recognize English letters, is what that...
Nope,
I don't know if
not
you heard
at
any
all.
of the mumbling, but Trevor does not recognize English letters. It's tragic.
Yes, Cerino hasn't lost quite yet. We're getting there. Don't worry about it, guys. But yeah, English, hard language, so
Yeah.
I've heard.
Yeah.
Anyway, Marked for Death on the Sicarian. Bold? Let's go with that. But I guess if he... important to note for these missions, you cannot Marked for Death the Warlord.
Yes.
That was a very frequent thing. Anybody who was taking Warlord, easily you Mark for Death the Warlord, you double up. I mean, you're trying to force it anyway, you might as well. That's not allowed here.
Now,
And really, what else does he have? He has, like, the Flyers. Matt does have a single Scout Squad, which might have been okay, but the cannons are never going to be in range of them.
no.
I guess they have to be, though, if Matt took... Oh, Matt... He didn't know Matt took Leave None Behind, so...
One of the... I mean, I don't think it's that bold of a choice to go for this Sicarian, because, I mean, he has enough Strength 10 close combat attacks.
That's true.
As if one of those bike squads gets anywhere near it, then it's dead.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Bikes, claws, real good. And he took First Blood, which it's okay.
Well, I mean,
I'm not excited about that choice, but it.
Well, I mean, the reason why First Blood works better for TJ than it does for Matt, if any given one of those Iron Priests dies, First Blood.
Yeah.
What's Matt gonna kill first? He doesn't have any shooting.
Yeah, it's like a. What does he kill? A 10-man bike unit?
I mean, maybe he could maybe one of the Storm Wolves could come in on turn 2, and then
and then he shoots the pistols at it.
Well, no, because they've got Interceptor now, and then he shoots one of the cannons, and then the whatever the
See,
small
English is hard.
It's really difficult. Grots flee off the table. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, that's fair. First Blood isn't going to be the easiest thing anywhere. Go for it.
We're good to go?
Yeah.
So first thing first.
Yeah, but I guess if anybody gets it, it probably will be TJ. Interesting note that Matt deployed everybody together. That doesn't necessarily mean he's going to keep it all together. Definitely a solid deployment, seeing as he's going second. Forces TJ to kind of do something, I guess, is the best way to word it. But yeah, it makes sense. There's no reason to separate it all right now. Might as well keep it together and split it up if he decides to later. Also, it's kind of interesting, I guess. I'm not sure if that's a good word for it.
Hey, are you guys...
TJ...
Us, do you hear what he said?
No,
Okay. Are you guys going to have us talking so we can...
Not
go
yet.
over
We were just finishing up.
the- Okay.
Basically.
So we'll repeat them. Just say once we're live and we'll keep
Okay. Yeah. Matt's not having any trouble with English yet.
No.
We'll see how that goes. But yeah, he has the bikes on either side of that line of sight blocker, which it makes sense, but I almost, with the speed of the bikes, would have just liked to see him deploy it all on one side, force Matt to the other side, which would then give all the cannons a clear line of sight.
Yes.
If Matt gets to stay in the middle of the table, that giant line of sight blocker in the middle is going to screw up the cannons.
Now, you see, so Matt... Also, last thing I want to say, Matt rolled on Tactical,
Yes.
And tactical. Everybody loves to roll on tactical if it's Maelstrom.
Sure. It's fun. You never get to do it.
Yeah, and I still think in strategic would have been great to go with in this particular instance, just because there's so many things he could use. Say, for example, if he got the one that gives the Warlord and 3 units infiltrate, he could have gotten a lot closer at the start of the game, which is good for him. If he got the one where he gets stealth and move through cover, that's a 3-up cover line of sight blocking terrain, which is kind of awesome.
Truth. And his guys do have scout, so between infiltrate and scout, he could be basically touching Matt on turn 1.
I was thinking Matt versus TJ. Because Matt could have really used that versus TJ, but
they infiltrate to each other's deployment zones basically, and just
yeah,
line up the other guy's board edge. Anyway, so TJ's doing is, I believe this is scout moves, not actually turn 1. I might just be making stuff up.
No, that's
again.
scout. That he does give them scout.
Okay.
All right.
So we'll tune back over to the players, and we'll be back shortly to hear our beautiful, beautiful voices.
All right. Cool. So I have gotten my cards.
We're scouting, right?
Yes, I have scouted. My cards are control any 3 objective markers at the end of my turn. No prisoners. Completely destroy 3 or more enemy units during your turn. And secure objective 1, which is right by my
just
crops.
so you guys know, what it is it's big guns are the primary objectives. So here's a big gun, here's a big one, here's a big gun, there's a big gun. These are the 2 additional Maelstrom objectives. They are Maelstrom objective 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We will try to remind you throughout the course of the game.
Hooray!
You've scouted.
Yes.
Move away, sir.
Yeah.
Or we can only complete. Oh.
I can only complete 2.
Also, they didn't tell you can only complete 2 in a turn.
You guys explain the mission.
That should be closer to Matt.
We just talked for like half an hour.
Yeah, we did talk for a solid chunk of time.
Oh my god, those Thunderwolves infiltrated really well. So sneaky, guys. Made it on the 3rd level of the building without them noticing us.
Okay, out of charge range. Good.
This base wolf's infiltrated their army. Oh, who ran to Chipotle that fast?
Me. It's right over in Warrington Square, where the new shopping center there was.
Oh,
Order online.
I didn't know that there was a. Because the only one I know of is the one like up near.
Move. It is difficult getting down out of this, right?
What?
It's difficult getting down out of this, right? Okay.
It's all ruined.
All right. Not that it matters if I move, because I am not in range of anybody, so I'm going to move some of the grots. 6. It's like 3, so there. There's still enough to be at least 1 in range of each one. Matt's Johnsky.
Can you hear it? Can you hear it on there? If so, is it loud and distracting? I'm muted.
Also,
Oh, yeah.
if Twitch hears it and you have a VOD up on Twitch, they'll mute it.
A VOD?
No, it just sounds like it's up there.
All right, so that's all my moves. Shooting phase, turbo.
It is not distracting.
Woo.
Twitch will mute the recording if you play music.
So should I turn it off?
If you can't hear it, then you can.
Actually,
I mean, also, I don't think we have enough people watching that Twitch really pays attention to what's playing. So. Could probably just turn around a TV and just
you should not be over there. You should be over there. There we go.
We are trying to yell at them about giving us partnership.
There we go. All right, your turn, sir. Move up so I can shoot you.
before the magic one got done.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, it's all the same stream.
No, we put a different count on it.
SP magic.
Ooh, both are out, right?
Yeah, now 24 and 24 plus.
Yeah.
Right, 26. 26. What are the characters I got over here? What's what? Who's who, why's why?
Lucky Stick, Pain Boy, Knob, Big Boss Pole, this is what gives them Fearless, and this is the Dude. We're going to call him the Dude.
The ridiculous spicy salt. Yeah, nah, that's a bit too, that's out of my league. I don't know what this is for. Both kids have died since 2011.
So the first thing I can see is the Lucky Stick from here.
Also remember their cover works off, their +1 for being on war bikes just works off of any cover save. So, after I turbo, it's just +1 cover save.
Is that just for them? That's
Yeah.
the turbo and the... Okay, that's just them.
That's just them, that's just Ork bikes.
Okay. And then we're going to go 12 this way instead. I'm fast so I can do that. And he's the closest. So, same effect. He is now just the closest.
Just so you don't move over
grenades?
there. Assault grenades.
Like, they won't get slow. They won't go to I-1 and
No.
get so nice. Okay.
I like having a soundtrack to play in.
This is a good plan. You should do this more often.
Yeah, right? There's a little something like...
Tournaments are always so stagnant too. We should have like music playing as we play Killadelphia.
Do I just want to pull everything this way and bring the battle over here? I don't really care about that bike unit. If I assault it, I take first blood away from you.
I get the...
Oh, yeah, what you... Oh, I have to draw mine. Yeah. Because that could have changed all my movement.
Fun business fact of the day.
Do you control 3? 1. Does he have that? 2, 3. All right, so you get that one. You get 1. All right, so I have everyone listening at home completely destroy 3 of my units in the shooting phase. That's not going to happen. Remove 1 enemy character as a casualty during your turn, and secure objective 5. 5 is right here.
So you're getting one of them, at least.
No, I'm not going to give 2 shits.
Oh.
It means I have to get close enough for you to be able to do something.
So I really am going to charge with the regular voice unit.
Because if I come over here, I'm within 36 of how many of them? Not really. I'm in 36 of 1 or 2, but I got... Their strength 8. I have an invuln save. And feel no pain.
I find those losses to be acceptable.
I'm really thinking about it. But then the problem is for me to be... So you are 16. So 19. You move up 12. I'll give you a 7-inch charge. I'm okay if you charge me, though. All right, we're going to go for this one.
That's his. You'll get stabbed.
I ain't afraid to call us a hate crime. The good thing is I can just string the dog right there.
At least he's honest.
He hates people who steal guacamole.
I got plenty of movement. Can you see this dog? Can Doge be seen?
From this guy, Doge can be seen.
All right. Well, then Doge's buddy's gonna come.
It is also night flight, so you'll have a 3-up cover save behind there.
Not on turn 2. I won't.
I'm not used to going first. I don't often win that roll. I have a feeling this is going to be a lot of a game of us dancing around each other.
Nope. I'm gonna make you play the engagement. You gotta trail back into safe round. This guy's important. Where are you at? This guy's important. You come back in here. And apothecary, stay somewhere safe. Good. You come here too. Stay with these guys. They're your new friends. He's gonna move back.
It's not like they can't turbo.
Around.
Yeah, probably.
Alright, Puppies. Shooting into a lucky stick. Would you like to drink?
Doesn't it ignore it?
Yeah.
Consider I turboed. Let me see. I probably just get a 6-up cover just from turboing. Make sure on the wording.
I mean, it's only AP. Oh, it is AP for you. He has a little bit. Because you're getting. So you're not getting majority cover. Like you're getting majority cover.
If a model on a warbike turbo boost, it counts as cover save as being 1 point higher than normal until the
5 up. Because of night fighting. Yeah. So shooting, crack. All of it. Tough 5. So 2, 6 is rend. So I have a rend, and what's his invuln?
Doesn't have one.
Nothing. So he has a what armor? 4. So he has a 5-up cover. That's it.
5-up cover, 5-up feel no pain.
Does anyone there have an invuln?
No.
Okay, so take the rend first. So 5-up cover. Or lookout. So you have lookout.
Lay lookout.
Yep.
All right. And 5-up cover.
Good. 4 more.
Lookout. Cover. Feel no pain.
Come on.
Lookout. 5-up. Feel no pain. Look out. Does not look out. 5-up cover.
You got past this though. You'll pass the villain pain and go
Lucky
3 for
stick
3.
reroll.
Okay.
And how many? One more?
1 more.
Look out. 5-up.
So he has passed 5 5-up checks on that turn. That's fine. With
Lucky stick in that
lucky stick
unit. Because he's ignoring the jinx and stuff, so it's just 5-up, 5-up from cover.
All right. If we get past it, we can mute one of. No, mine's green. We can mute one of us. Keep talking.
I have night fight, and then they turbo, so I get +1 regardless.
So end of my turn. I have objective 5.
Yes.
I am going to keep.
It might just be.
I forgot to discard that one.
I'll let you discard. So I've been doing for discard. Put it on the bottom of the pile, face up. Face up. So you know if you hit it, you're out of cards.
Yes.
So I'm going to keep the remove 1 as a casualty. I'm going to discard the complete destroy 3 in the shooting phase, and I will score objective 5. So that's my.
I scored this one then too, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
So at the.
Because this one didn't specify the
so
end
you
of the
should go
turn.
3. What do you mean?
This one didn't. This one says at the end of my turn. I
No,
wasn't
all
sure.
end of turn.
Oh,
You
okay.
have it. It's right there.
I know. I wasn't sure if I scored it at the end of the game turn or
No,
at the
it's
end of the player's
each
turn.
player.
Okay.
So you should draw your 3 also, by the way.
Okay. I'll do that then.
So we'll do this. Yeah, keep the completed ones here, and we'll keep the active ones to the right of the deck. Yes. So what do you have?
Destroy 1 enemy vehicle or monstrous creature.
Okay.
Issue challenge in a hand-to-hand combat phase. Secure objective 4.
Okay. So I have remove an enemy, use it casual. I got this card. Supremacy, control at least 2 objective markers and twice as many as your opponent. And secure objective 3. Okay. Which is there in the middle. All right. Your 2. Cuckoo, Cachoo. Reservoirs.
Yes.
It's French for
Groots. 1 Groot is coming in. Copter. Copter is in, and guys, I don't want to come in. Commandos. All right.
And we're back over here in the booth. Before we start, we're having some technical difficulties, so we're trying to open up chat on my phone and Mark's phone. So, if anybody has any idea how to just view chat without viewing the video too, so we don't kill our battery, that would be really helpful. But anyway, back to the actual stuff that's going on.
Yes.
Just a heads up, in case you're not quite following along with the Maelstroms, although you can see the cards really well from this view.
Yeah.
There are big, fantastic numbers that make it really easy to see at least how many points they have. Anyway, so you draw your 3 cards at... Originally, they do it at the beginning of their first turn. After that, you draw back up to 3 at the end of each of your turns. So that way, on your turn, you know what your opponent's Maelstroms are for their coming turn.
Yes.
So adds a little bit of tactical depth in that regard. TJ is kind of a jerk and covered up his bottom card, but it looks like he has 3 points compared to Matt's 1 off Maelstrom at the end of the first turn. So, small upside there. In general, it just kind of looks like they're dancing around in circles. Mm-hmm. Matt doesn't want to get alpha struck. TJ also.
Alpha stricken?
Alpha Strank.
Alpha Strength.
TJ rolling as TJ does and refused to fail a save against the Sicarian.
He rolls like a jerk. I've played him several times. It's like, oh, I need to roll 6 sixes in a row. Cool story. Oh, there they are.
Shrug it off, no big deal.
Yep.
But yeah, so the Sicarian shot, got 4 hits. TJ shrugged them all off, because why not? I don't even think he had to take a feel note pain. I think he just made all of his cover saves.
Yeah.
So, is what it is, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd think
There's TJ
that's
for you.
more of a... That the Sicarian is a unit that's kind of designed to take out orc bikes, but TJ's not letting that happen.
No. For what it's worth, though, in case you didn't hear it, TJ's for orc bikes on their anytime they turbo boost, they get +1 cover save. Has nothing to do with jinking, so small little bonus there. Definitely helps make the saves. His turbo boost was a total of maybe 1/4 inch, but you know, counts.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this dance that they're doing, it certainly favors TJ here. Reason being is because Matt took Leave No Man Behind, Matt's objectives are a little far forward, and frankly, TJ just has the bigger footprint. So he can kind of run the Maelstrom game, while Matt has to kind of do his little loop-de-loop thing.
Yep. Also, TJ's got, he's got more units to just sort of maneuver around with.
Yeah.
You've got the 2 units of bikes. He can just sort of he can use that to put Matt in a sort of position where he can set Matt up to be charged by the actual Death Star of characters. So that's going to give him a big advantage there as well.
Yeah, I'd really like to see Matt do kind of what you were talking about before the game, bring the bikes up along that board edge, the long table edge, and send kind of the Thunderwolf units a little bit more towards the center. If the bikes get charged, they get to Overwatch with twin length strength 7 AP2 shots, so there's reasonably good hitting there. He's strength 5 in combat at a higher initiative. Everything works out well to take a smaller non-character. Yeah, this character. I'm not sure if that's what it is, but non-charactered bike squad. Smaller one without all the power claws in it. There's still one, but a power claw in which just one. And you know, again, it sets up the threat, it gives them a threat cannon, it kind of forces an engagement in more favorable terms for taking on the full orc character list. So, it's an option that I think I'd really like to see him take advantage of. Maybe keep one Thunderwolf that has some pups just to tank the Thunder or the Claw. But you know, words, sentences, talking to myself.
No, I was just listening
yeah.
intently. You were doing a much more in-depth
kind of
analysis
rambling.
of what could possibly happen. I mean, right now, not much has happened. TJ has just rolled his ridiculous luck.
Yeah.
Matt is sort of scooching around, trying to decide where he wants to send his big wolf bike Death Star thing. And Karen is just sort of shooting at things it should kill, but just won't.
Yes. And don't forget the Black Knights, right? I believe that's what the special command squad thingy is called.
Yes. Or Ravenwing, or they're not Black Knights, it's a Ravenwing command squad.
Black Knights are the elite, or fast attack, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, so they have skilled rider, so if they do get shot by the strength 8 AP2, I mean, they have their 3-up cover save, they'll still have the apothecary for the feel no pain, like, they're not really going to die that much to it.
No.
Even though it is strength 8 AP2, you would normally think, you know, that's going to kill some bikers. But
I mean, there's not real. I mean, take them off the table, turbo boost them when he shoots at them, jink, at the same time, and then charge. And then at the same time, I would just, and then at the same time, you move the Thunderwolves in the opposite direction, and then just, just to bait away the big Death Star that you're going to end up fighting anyway.
yeah.
And then maybe, if you can draw them a little closer, you could then bring in the Stormwolves and just get in some pot shots at that bike squad before, before you really charge your Thunderwolf Death Star into them.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And you see here, TJ is just taking over the board, which in a Maelstrom mission wins you the game. So Matt has to do something very proactive, and he has to do it very soon, or TJ just gets to run away with this game. Anyway, so we're going to switch back to the players for a minute, and we'll get back to you shortly.
I don't want to give you rounds of shooting and multiple assaults.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I don't really care if I get hit. I'm gonna get hit. We're gonna have to fight eventually. Well, actually, I think I win the game. We don't actually have to fight, so we don't ever have to get close. Pretty sure that just falls completely to my favor at that point.
Shooting.
If we never touch. If the tips never touch, I'm in a better spot. Because I don't have to kneel down to touch tips with TJ.
What is this guy hitting anything?
Yeah, you can get him or him.
Okay.
I think you've got range to two of them. I think is that the back one you measure from?
This is what I'm measuring from here, this back one.
Where's the actual? I guess here. So yeah, that one's got this guy. So yeah.
Okay, so these four.
Okay.
I can kill up to like the
4 dogs.
Yeah, I can kill up to those
4.
dogs.
Anyway, just wanted to cover stuff back, and then we'll switch back to Matt and TJ's less beautiful voices than our own.
We have fantastic voices, and we do like hearing them.
True. Yes, this is a bit modified from ETC. The Killadelphia, just almost called it Stomping Grounds tournament, but Killadelphia tournament is, frankly, we've had time to see what worked and what didn't at various events. And so it's just kind of a hodgepodge, I guess that's probably a poor way to word it, but a hodgepodge of the best parts of the tournaments we've seen throughout the last year. So
It's not so much the hodgepodge. We have hand-picked the best elements of each of the tournaments throughout this year, and we are putting them together in Killadelphia. That's a much better way to phrase it,
definitely.
I feel. Yeah, than calling it a hodgepodge.
This is why we keep you around. Don't let me.
Yeah, well, you guys might as well show up to a hodgepodge sort of. We sort of threw it together kind of tournament.
Yeah, do it against the wall, see what sticks. Yeah. But anyway, so every year that we've gone to initially tested the ETC packet, kind of poked around. This is okay, but we just played the ETC packet instead because it was a great packet to play. Up until we started playtesting for Nova, and then the scene kind of was going full swing. A lot of what people were playing was just the packet because it was so much fun. It was such a well-written packet. So we did modify it a little bit, get some tweaks based off of what some of the players said about it. We're more or less using the Nova FAQ, a couple tweaks in there. One of the big ones that we're talking about, and again, this is all still up in the air, nothing's finalized yet, was something like Demons and Chaos Space Marines might not be getting the Primaris out of both like Tree and their own god. So, I mean, it's just some little modifications, but it's more or less we've taken the best parts of every big tournament that we've seen, played at, yada yada, and really boiled it down to make one event. And it's the benefit of being after all of these tournaments. We get to see what worked and what didn't.
Yeah. Played in Killadelphia before. Did you play in Killadelphia?
I did not. I was away for my sister's wedding, actually.
Oh, okay, yeah. I played in Killadelphia once. Great time. I don't know if it's going to be at the same venue as last time, but...
I think it's still up in the air.
Okay, because it was a bar with...
Which makes everything
a hall
better.
In it, so after you lose, you could go get a beer... And then you wouldn't care so much anymore.
Yeah, definitely.
If you're of age.
Yes, true.
Yes. Drink responsibly.
But, again, that is one of the big things that we're changing, is to a battle points mission. So if you lose one round, you're not totally screwed, frankly.
Yeah.
Especially if you lose it by, 1 point. That's the worst feeling.
Yeah.
But here, you lose by 1 point, you're still definitely in the running.
Yeah, if the person that beat you gets crushed next turn, then... not only do you feel better for that, but you can still possibly win.
You just got to enjoy the misery of others.
That's 90% of the reason that I play 40K.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah, so anyway, players are doing some playery things. We'll check back to them, and we will be back shortly.
Is right here.
That's the second guy in.
You want to let go? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I just want to come on this angle. Okay. I just want to make sure I get my tightest angle possible. So I'm going to be right there. Coming in, I'm clear by a mile. I got 24 from the multi-melters, which are right there. Okay. Oh, do you score any objectives?
Oh, right. I do. I score objective 4.
Okay. So put it in there. Do you want to discard one? He has 4 to my 1 right now.
I'm going to discard this one.
Okay.
TJ, if you could fan them down slightly, that would be great. Your objectives, just because you can see it from the
Okay.
screen.
So these are the scored ones.
Yeah.
We know.
These are the active ones here.
You want me to put them more center?
No, he wants these so he can.
Fan those like that. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
If it's definitely big enough, you can see it clearly from the camera.
Cool. That's good.
That's good.
So then draw up the 3.
Oh, yes.
So what do you still have there?
Issue a challenge in hand-to-hand. That's just going to happen eventually, so. Secure objective 2.
Okay.
And complete destroy at least one enemy unit with a Psychic Pilot Brotherhood. I can't do that.
Get rid of that.
And redraw. Have one scoring unit within 12 inches of your opponent's table edge at the end of your turn.
Sure. I'm okay with that.
You dunk nerd.
Go!
Deep strike the Grots.
I didn't roll for that. I should have rolled for that.
Who's drawing up there?
That is Lucky Stick.
Can you put the Grots in the cannon and shoot them?
If only you had, what's the custom Mega Blaster or whatever it is?
Oh my god.
The shock attack gun.
Yeah.
Teleport!
Bam!
I orkied my way over there.
I'm sure you're gonna get murdered by Thunder Wolves, but you know, hey, whatever.
Worth.
I got the Maelstrom.
Count it.
What was I guess?
Sort of those looted broadsides.
Yes.
But just broadsides, but they have -1 armor save and -1 ballistic skill.
Nope, same ballistic skill with the Grots.
And minus a bajillion.
Start up there.
Minus,
there.
they would also have -2 leadership.
How far from that guy?
Oh, no,
24.
sorry, -3 leadership.
You're gonna have to
The sneaky
exactly 24 if you really want to make a 12-inch charge. I'll take it out.
Waiting
If
to
you really want to attempt to do that, go right ahead.
Because I'm gonna turbo run probably.
Is he just like dancing at the edge of the range of your cannons?
Absolutely. Even though they don't really do much, but there's no point in just giving him shots. Because in theory, my assumption is if I move up and TJ doesn't have a solid charge range, he's going to back up. And I'm just going to give him turns of plinking at me. And I have end of turn, and we're an objective game at the end of the day.
I'm all right with a 10-inch. Because I have a reroll to. I have one reroll.
Reroll 1 die or both dice?
1 die.
TJ loves a good
See, I think like
I'm
9 is
definitely
safe.
I'm definitely cool with a 9, but I'm not above doing a 10.
So shooting.
I hope everyone heard that.
We're going to start with this thing.
Yes.
I'm going to steal your blast
Okay.
marker.
They will go to lay ground.
For your 6 up.
For my 4 up,
Why 4?
they have shrouding.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Who can I get the most with this? 4. We'll go right there for 5.
All right.
TJ just said on stream that he loves a good 10.
So it only scatter 2, or I can always.
No, I'll definitely take a 9. I'm not above taking a 10.
I'll take the 5 right there.
Okay.
All right, so 5 hit with that. I think I stole your. You have a hit, extra ones. That
Yes.
Hit? Okay. I have 1 too, but I don't think I grabbed out of the bag. So 5 there. How many wounds does that character have?
2.
Excellent. 4.
3 die.
All right. 2 twin link multi-multis.
I think you got it backwards though.
1.
I am okay.
1 twin link glass cannon.
It really is.
Nothing.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
God, how much more shooting does that thing?
No, this is.
Oh, okay, I'm like-
What's the lucky stick at? What's he?
He'll be at a 3 up. Right.
Base cover.
Base cover. That's all. It's just a 3 up cover right now.
Okay. Do I shoot into the 3 up cover? Or do I just try to pink more guys in the 4 up? I'm going to go for more commanders. We're going to YOLO. What's their leadership?
8.
I kind of want them to. They're going to still run away anyway, right? Probably. I'll shoot commanders. Four.
2 die.
I want a turbo run.
Okay. You're gonna turbo walk. Turbo walk.
I'm going to start with everything that's moving 1 inch. Yes. Good.
I'm plotting.
Good. Let's take our time. It's more epic when we take our time. Yes, you are not the chaplain. Okay, good. You're the apothecary. You guys just kind of move freely, so we're going to swap people around. Get you over there. And you go jump up in there. Yeah, I'm okay with that. All right. Turn 3 to you. I did not score an objective. I'm going to have one discard. I'm going to discard that one. And remove 1 enemy character. I'm going to keep that one. I feel like I can get that. I'm going to get rid of that one.
Leadership on these guys?
Yep.
It passed.
Destroy at least 1 enemy flying or flyer or flying monstrous creature.
None of that.
That's a skimmer, right? Yeah. So that goes away for free.
It ain't no vehicle.
Have 1 scoring unit within 12 inches of your enemy opponent's zone. Okay. I think that happened. Unless I fly that back there and hover it. Because none of these. Yeah, hover it.
Now, since I drew
Hover.
I can't get rid of 1.
No.
Right? Okay.
Stop cheating. Reserves.
Making
It's at the
sure.
end of your turn.
Oh, that is the Mark for Death one, by the way. You guys want to talk about that epic turn too?
What happened? No, we just got
Nothing.
done talking
He
about
took
killing
2.
it to go.
We literally got done talking about turn. Like literally, he shot and did nothing. I killed some dudes, and
The other
now
Grots.
they're gonna run away.
Came out here and Matt was
Not in.
Yeah, this is gonna be.
Walk.
Our voices sound better than yours.
What's the objective points on these? 6. How much are these worth? It's no. Oh, 3's probably right. Yeah, 12. Yep. Not gonna go well.
Those objectives are worth 3 points each.
Yeah. If it was Vanguard, I might have been in a better spot. Hammer and Anvil would have been very hard. I have Line Breaker. Good fucking luck. I picked Line Breaker.
We had a whole plan.
I marked that for that. What do you mean? You guys would be more really disappointed when I still managed to win this game without whatever crappy plan you guys had in place.
Yeah, we'll see about it.
Are you talking again?
Oh, are you guys
That's
talking?
not a 9 or a 10.
Are you guys talking? Because then we won't move stuff.
Why don't we? Yeah, let's give him a chance to.
I mean, nothing really happened on turn 2.
You hovered him, right? You hovered him?
No.
Damn it.
All you literally talk about is we moved some models. TJ took 2. TJ, I passed 2 4-up cover saves. That's the whole. Yeah, this game's gonna be very.
It's been going on for about an hour, and we've probably been talking for about.
Most of it. Yeah.
But what can I say? People, they love us.
Hey, buddy. What's up? I have no reason to move. I literally have no reason to move. And they can't move. So, hooray!
TJ, the character's 150.
Yes. Considering I don't need many more of these, a couple of rots are going to move up, back up. And the rest of them don't move. It's not that it matters.
What?
The only thing that happened in turn 2 is that TJ agreed that he likes 10 inches.
All 10 inches.
Productive thing that happened in turn 2.
Pretty much, yes.
Run these guys, because I guess I'll go into shooting.
Oh, that's very interesting. Matching white spells with somebody that has skill rider for a 2-up king.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
No. Oh yeah.
Wait, what?
Skilled rider.
Yeah. So my original, when the Space Wolf, the Space Marine book first came out, I didn't have 2 like with the list I took to 11th company and got 3rd overall. I didn't have 2 Rune Priests in there. I had a couple Dark Angels characters in there for that sole purpose. So my whole unit runs around with a 2-up Jinx save. But it was a grav unit, so it wanted to shoot. Well, I'm done.
My shooting face is done.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have score objective 2. It's right there. Nick. Hi, Nick. I love you, Nick. And I will.
And the 9 and 10. So we know a lot about Nick now after that, actually.
I will pitch this
Well,
one.
if he loves Nick and the 9 and 10, what is that, ipso facto Columbo, what does it tell you about Nick?
Secure objective 5, which I believe is back there.
Yeah.
And control at least 2 objective markers and at least twice as many.
Oh, you're going to get that one real easy, huh?
Opponent controls.
I'm going to smash it with your mouse. All right, you got it. My turn.
Yes.
Scoots. Woo!
No.
Birdie?
Play bird?
Come on, bird!
The bird is the word!
No, it's not the word. It was the word to be on the table. Yes. Diet Coke, please.
With lots of Jack Daniels.
I'm coming over. Get the hell out. I'm coming over to your side. I'm taking over. This is my side now. You can tell because this bald head's over here now instead of that bald head.
I've never been so entertained by such a board game.
All right, so you guys, you arranged it right about that little rock.
Yes.
Well, you're confusing the viewers with your ball.
Ready for this sauciness? Hover.
Oh, God.
I am castling everything, including my flyer. Until his friend comes on, we're staying back here. Fuck being out there. I mean, oh darn it. What's up?
Brett says watch out, you only have $5 credit left.
Wait, what? I believe I had infinite at the start of this endeavor with the store.
Now you're down to 5. It's impressive.
Question is, do
Went
I...
south real quick.
Hey, who won the raffle?
Andy.
Nice.
17 and a half.
Internet guys cheat. They always win the raffle.
They do, actually. They do a really good job of it somehow.
I'm kind of okay with him winning the raffle because didn't he kind of get his ass kicked like the whole time?
No, he beat me.
Oh, he beat you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That guy's gonna chill.
I played an orc army with like little to no board presence.
I'm complaining to the owner.
And
Why?
he was playing Gilbert Tao, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Is it really?
It was you, Andy, and Brian.
I'm gonna drink it.
Did it? Oh, I mean, you can get a new one. Did it open okay?
What, me, Andy, and
Like
Mark?
it popped when they opened? Like it sounded good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played 2 Tau players.
I'll send an angry email.
Not good to play against orcs.
Yeah, I kind of crushed him.
Nick says, hello everyone, TJ, you still suck.
I love you, Nick.
I'm so concerned with being spread out. You don't have any blast.
Yeah, I still suck, Nick. Tell that to your plague drones.
This one's gonna back up. Let's go back up a little bit more.
I just pressed the sound button. No, the timer's not on the sound button.
Oh, that's the
Oh, I
wrong
know.
one.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not the one I want there.
Which is why I'm not allowed to touch it.
This is the one I want back there.
Line breaker.
Huh?
I shouldn't have taken line breaker.
I
I can still do it fairly well, but like somebody's getting dead.
Those dogs are gonna swap.
Isn't this the bottom of turn 3?
Yes.
And there's no first blood yet.
Nope.
Nope.
Just making sure.
There might be in a second.
That's what we're going for. We're banking the first one here. So I got 1, 2, 3 plasma talons, 4. I got all the plasma talons, and 1 bolt pistol. Woo! Pew 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 pew.
Oh, we were saying that you just have to shoot down the storm bolts and drop this.
Yeah, because that works.
All right. Pew pew phase.
It's like super.
I'm gonna target them,
Then throw the pistol.
starting with this unit.
Might be stronger. Okay. Go to ground.
Okay. Am I 9 out of there? No. Okay. So I'm gonna start with the bolt pistol.
Hit it!
Oh, it's gonna hit the. No.
In before all the plasma talon guys die from overheat.
I'm actually not sure. I don't think I'm gonna shoot the apothecary.
Apothecary doesn't have a plasma talon.
Oh, you're right. He's a grenade launcher. Oh yeah. What's the range on that thing? What's it do?
Minus something.
No, it has a. It has a. I think doesn't it have a 6-4 shot. It has 3 shots.
Somebody
Jesse!
get a Dark Angels Codex.
Dark Angels Codex. I need the profile on the grenade launcher.
That's how you always
That's
have
the-
to say it. The grenade launcher.
This is strength 3 something for 66.
Was it?
The blue's gonna be the banner guy, by the way, when it comes up. If I shoot the banner, actually. Well, it's Twin Link. I gotta roll 1 and then a 1.
Yeah, you still gonna shoot it?
Yeah. Because the 1 has to be on the first one.
I know.
I want to see what my.
No, it has to be on both.
you're right.
You can't keep teasing me with this guacamole.
6-4 rapid fire.
Yeah, 6'4", right?
gonna just
Small blast?
Actually, you know what, Sean, you go first.
6'4" rapid fire.
3 dash.
No, or I can shoot the 3.6 small blast. They're already going to ground. Their toughness.
4.
I'm gonna take the 3.6 small blast. Give me my spot I can get the most.
Right there.
Well, if they're going to ground, why don't you use the 3 dash small blast? Which is rad.
What's it do to him?
Minus 1 toughness.
4.
I'm gonna go with.
doesn't matter with any of the shooting anyway.
Well, if you're shooting bolters, then it does.
I don't have any plasma talents. I already shot the bolt pistol. Where am I getting?
4 right there.
4 off. Kind of towards this knob guy. Just a bycatch 1 and 2. Nothing?
No, not 4 off.
Nothing? Alright. Alright, plasma talents. Twin link.
Well, what's the matter?
Give me
Deuces!
2.
And he doesn't want to shoot the plasma talents.
He has to roll 1
1.
followed by 1s.
Yeah, so I shot it. I shot the plasma talents. I shot him.
Let's carry it.
Said he wasn't going to.
Yeah.
Your frag show is rapid fire? That's pretty good. Yeah.
All hit. Deuces.
That thing does work.
6. Finally, I didn't roll 1 to wound on 2 up, 2 wounds to 2.
1.
TJ's dice today. He passed all of it. He passed these 3 for 3 on 5 up feel no pains. It's
Thanks,
doing good.
BFS. This is other dice I got from them.
So what's their cover say right now?
4
4
up.
up. They have shrouding.
Whoever's Iron Reaper says you have to teach them how to play this.
In detail.
2.
Iron Reaper.
Small blast from this guy.
Yep. Right there. Still getting 4.
It sounds like he knows who you are.
I'm just gonna roll all of it because I'll do the same thing. Yeah. No, I have to roll separately because if he fails a wound, he takes toughness second dice. Is he the closest? The character?
No, this character's close.
Is he the closest? He's
Yes.
He's 2 wounds. All right, so I'm gonna shoot. So resolve this. 3 or 4. 4 wounds. If he fails a wound, so 4 lookouts.
Lookouts. 2 lookouts.
Okay, so roll the other 2 first.
These 2.
Well, yeah. So 4 ups. 1. Okay, so
Second 1. And
Yep.
the other 2. They're good. So he needs to take a toughness check.
toughness check. If he fails, he dies.
He dies.
Okay. Woo!
What was the strength check?
No. Tough.
Pretty sure regardless,
I mean, he still failed.
Roll
I
actually roll
still
6.
rolled
Yeah.
6.
I'm just gonna roll it. Multiplas cannon. It's all doing the same thing. 2. No,
Good.
leave my guacamole.
Still gonna need a test.
Lead check. I can be.
Now on a 7. Pass.
That's fine. I want you to stay. That's actually my goal is for you to stay as long as possible.
I didn't want to stay. I wanted to run.
Go ahead.
Run like a
I got a character though.
Yes, you did.
One move, one character. I got a maelstrom. What up? I don't want to discard any of these. I'll keep that, I guess. Because I have to get it eventually, right? If I want line breaker, I have to get behind enemy lines. So I'm going to keep it. Control any 3 markers at the end of your turn. Well, that's really good. Any 3 objective markers. All right. Turn 4 to you. The non-marked grots. They're in. It's turn 4.
It's turn 4.
I get a flyer. I make friends. I got flyers, flying friends. That's why I'm excited about flyers. Dance. Are you impressed by my dance? I'm impressed by my dance. Are you talking? All right. Can we keep moving?
Yeah.
Okay. Put me in the coach. I'm ready to play today.
I'll put the grots in.
And we're back in the booth. Hey, somebody started
are
the timer
live.
for us because I am not allowed to touch the computer anymore because every time I do, I break it. Because I'm good at life.
I think there's a song. Is it Stabbing Westward? Everything I touch, I break.
Sure, let's go with that.
Late 90s, early 2000s. I'm old, by the way.
I'm
so,
not.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
am
I was
12
super into
years
stabbing
old.
westward.
No, I'm
westward.
not.
Moving on. So,
Oh, we don't have to. I mean, that was a fun conversation.
yeah, I like old bands because I'm old. So I don't know what the kids are up to these days in music, but
Those youngins.
they need to get off my lawn, basically. The whippersnappers.
right, I think we pushed this joke bloody far enough. My bad, internet.
It's okay. Don't forgive us.
So, fun things going on. Going into turn 4, and there still hasn't been first blood.
Yeah.
So, there's that. Matt shot at the Commandos, who have shrouded, so they went to ground for a 4-up cover save, and TJ lost, 5.
Yeah,
And they passed their leadership.
It's interesting seeing a game where you have 2 big Death Stars and everybody's being so incredibly cautious.
Yes.
They're walking on eggshells, or I guess you should say riding thunder wheels on eggshells.
Yeah, so Matt is really convinced, I think, that he's going to win this game without playing it.
Yeah.
Which...
Possibility. I mean,
guess.
if he nabs first blood, then
on the bottom of turn 4.
Yeah, basically, it'd be first blood and last laugh.
I honestly wouldn't put it past him this game. But yeah, it really helps TJ kind of slow down picking up Maelstroms as Maelstroms do. I mean, he's just not getting the ones he needs to get. He's holding on to stuff like kill a character in combat, but nobody's engaging in a combat.
Yeah.
So
I kind of feel, I don't know, I kind of feel like maybe Matt could have done a little bit more to set himself up to move across the field. Like with at least the one storm will fly across, start getting some shots on the gun line so that he can more safely move up the field. Then the next one comes in, do it again, maybe go into hover mode with one. So now you're in hover mode with one, so now TJ's got a chance to kill one of the storm wolves with the blast. So then that's when you move up, because now the blasts are shooting at the storm wolf instead of your one of your Death Stars moving across the field.
Definitely have to split his fire there. Yeah, it kind of frankly sucks that the second storm wolf hasn't come on yet, which, I mean, yay, it definitely comes on this time. Yeah. Oh, no. Is TJ really getting 3 points this turn?
Oof. I mean, because that's one of the things you could have done. I mean, you could have, turn 1, move, the first time, turn 2, when the first Storm Wolf came on, just move up across the field, fire off some pot shots at the cannons. Then the next turn, if the other Storm Wolf had come in, he could have done the same thing with the other Storm Wolf. Then he could have gone into hover mode with the first Storm Wolf, gotten some more pot shots on the cannons, then dropped off the 5 guys that are inside to then kill the Grots back there on the objective. Yeah. Or he could have even done it a little differently. Go up the other side of the table, from what from the top side of the table. Dropped, done the same thing. Get pot shots on the cannon. Next turn, have the 5 guys get out. Then they charge the other unit of cannons. So now you're limiting his cannon fire even further. Just sort of setting you up to be a lot more aggressive. So there's some options, but I mean, he feels as though he can win by being cautious. So
which I don't agree with.
I disagree with. TJ's got much better board presence, so you need to be
ahead
aggressive.
on Maelstroms. The bikes are objective secured in TJ's list. The Grots are not, for whatever that's worth.
Interesting.
So the objective, let's say the one in the bottom left in that ruin, you can kind of barely make it out. Stormwolf gets there. I guess it gets the objective, but the bikes are going to hold at least one each. There's no real convenient way for Matt to get him off of it, because the bikes have such a large footprint, you can't tank shock him off of it without still leaving some there.
Yeah. Actually, I was thinking the Storm Wolves are not objective secured because it's a company of the Great Wolf.
I don't believe it is.
Yeah, I believe it is. No, it definitely is, because
he has troops and stuff.
Well, you don't have to have. You can have up to 3 units of troops in a company of the Great Wolf, but you get a you have to take at least 2 elites in a company of the Great Wolf.
We'll check. Give us a second. Matt is not company.
I'm so wrong on everything that I have said up to this point in my life.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what that means.
That's the assessment we're going with.
But still,
so yeah, the
bike squads are still going to hold. If TJ ties or at least doesn't lose primary, again, I'm using primary loosely since Maelstrom's also primary. If he doesn't lose it by much, like getting 3-0'd or something like that, he'll win the game. Yeah. Which again, it's this mission packet isn't set up for a win-loss format, so a small win isn't necessarily great.
Yeah.
But He'll still win.
The Storm Wolf is objective secured.
Correct.
So
As
that's
is the
actually,
unit inside of it.
Yep. So,
But only if it hovers, which Matt does have second turn, which is nice. But are Stormwolves tanks?
no, they are not. So you can't.
So they
tank
can't
shot.
tank shock. So with the size of these footprints, considering Matt hasn't killed like a single bike this game, because this game hasn't happened, like what do you even do? Like the footprint's gigantic. You're not going to be able to get within 3 of it if he doesn't want you to.
Yeah.
So you're Matt. What do you do? Have you just gone too far of not playing the game?
I don't know. I mean, he can still. I mean, as far as what I was just talking about, I mean, there's still enough turns left in the game where he can get those storm wolves across the table and then drop off the guys inside, kill those grots.
Well, the game potentially ends next turn.
It does. Potentially.
So, like, Matt is certainly a good player. The Sicarian's fast. Like, don't forget he also has to get all of his guys on the outside his deployment zone.
You know, interestingly, just from another perspective, I kind of feel like TJ's been playing a little too cautiously, too. Because, I mean, he hasn't gone after him enough, I feel, to really cripple his army to the point where he can... like, he didn't take advantage early in the game. I mean, he took advantage of it early in the game where he was using his board... where TJ was leveraging his board presence to get more maelstroms. Mm-hmm. But, on the other hand, he could have been using that time to cripple Matt's army, which
True.
he kind of didn't. So I feel like that's something that you know,
I agree that he could have.
Yeah.
And considering its battle points, winning big again is certainly important.
yeah.
But I don't think there was really a good way for him to lose the game how he played it. He might not win big, but again, we're in this situation where I don't see Matt pulling out a win. And again, if he does, it's not going to be a big win.
No. And the other thing that we run into is that, I mean, just when you don't go after your opponent's army enough, you leave them with chances later in the game to come back. If they've still got an intact army,
True.
some crazy crap can happen, and then all of a sudden, oh, I lost.
Yeah, all of the casualties this game amount to Skinkrod or whatever his name is, and a couple commandos.
Yep.
And I think that's it.
Yep.
Yeah, so bottom of turn 4 and like 5 orcs have died.
This doesn't sound like an orc game at all.
Doesn't sound like an actual game at all.
A game of Warhammer 40,000 has not happened yet.
Yes. Yeah, the amount of dice not rolled is astounding. But Maelstroms were looking, again, thank God these numbers are gigantic and you can read them. Looks like TJ's up to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to Matt's 2. Again, Matt can score this turn, probably going to get at least 1 if I remember the cards correctly, but 8 to 3, the objectives are only worth 3 points each. What do you do? I mean, I guess we're just going to have to turn back to Matt and see how he plays this out, because it sounds like he has a plan. I don't think we're seeing it yet.
He has 12% of a plan.
Yes, his plan is going to turn 7, so he still has like half the game to play, right?
Basically.
Yeah. So
It's almost, yeah.
in case you guys were wondering how to win your next GT, always play like it's going to go to turn 7. It's going to be a flawless game. So enough talking bad about Matt, because he is still, 20 feet from me and he might just hit me.
Also, I've never beaten him, so, there's that. Don't take anything I'm saying. And plus, I was wrong about everything up to now. So,
Well, reading comprehension, speaking English, we're doing well as a duo tonight.
Yeah, well, then there's... Well, in fairness, we started off they kind of handicapped me, because, we started off with just things not on the list that are in the game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be another, 200 points here.
Yep. But we're professionals.
Yes, absolutely. Again, family show.
Kids, get out of the room.
Yeah, so we'll tune them back in, and I think TJ's hearing things now,
Yeah,
which is always nice.
We were not talking about him even a little.
No. Anyway, so we'll tune back over to them. We'll be back, I'm sure, shortly, because we've talked for the vast majority of this game.
Yep.
Have a good one.
Yep.
Yep.
3.
1. This is enough for a check, though.
I hate your roll. Over there. The unit's gonna shoot in. How many bikes are in rapid? Mics are on, but
9-inch rapid?
Yeah.
None.
Your AP, your tough 3,
Top 4.
tough 4. How many are in range 12?
Looks like 3.
3. Okay. So 1, 2. Where's the what's his name?
The
Apothecary.
The apothecary. He is right here.
Okay. So he's gonna put his temple down.
Okay.
The other 2 guys who are within 24 or within 12 are gonna shoot their bolters on their bikes. The other 2 guys are gonna shoot their. So 2. So let's start with that. Can I get an actual like hit today?
There you go.
All right. How many?
4.
4. Okay. 4.
4 ups.
Can you start failing? Thank
3.
you. Start failing some 4 ups.
And he took a wound.
Regular bolters.
Threes now? Am I top this is 3 now?
Yeah. 2.
This is 4 ups. He'll look out that last one.
Plasma talons. Good. 2.
Look out. 4 ups, 1 more dice.
Thinking if they want to run. Yeah. How many is this? How many attacks do you have? 4 on the charge?
4 on the charges.
Strength 3?
4.
4. If I move up, I'm going to give you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll my run distance here.
Okay.
You're 9-inch charge right now. Unfortunately, I have to do it. I really have to do this. Can I have the template? You have a 7-inch charge.
Okay.
You were 9 before. You're exactly at 9. You're at 7 now. All right. It's carrying in.
Oh god.
Don't worry. You're gonna. 5 hits with the Sicarian, 2 wounds with the Sicarian, and he's gonna pass him both.
Look out the first
He's
one.
just like he hasn't missed failed wound. He's
That guy 4 up.
Oh, you don't
No,
get.
I failed my lookout. It's not an
Yeah.
independent character.
He rolled a 3.
I rolled a 3. So he's the only one left alive.
He's. I think you've passed. You're 100% on your field no pains. I think you're. I'm pretty sure you're at 80. I'm pretty sure you're at 75% of your 4-ups there, at least, if not 80%.
I know. This is why I say we really
bringing
shouldn't
TJ
play that
around the
much.
roll.
Lead check. Lead check.
Lead check. Good. Over there. Good.
Like I need them to fail, and they're gonna be good. All right, go ahead. Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Have fun. Now I can't win this game.
Did you score any?
Oh, no, I don't think so. Well, I want to control any 3, secure 3. I don't have one scoring unit within 12 inches of your opponent's table. I'm trying to want to discard any.
Okay.
Hold on. What do you have that you can potentially get? Secure 3, you can get. Remove any 1 enemy.
Issue a challenge in hand-to-hand. Secure 3. Remove any 1 enemy character as a casualty during my turn.
What's the turbo on these things? It comes a skimmer. What's a skimmer's turbo?
It's a fast skimmer, so 18.
So I can go 30.
Pretty sure it's 18.
I don't play vehicles.
No, I'm pretty sure it's 18. You can move 30 with a fast skimmer. Because it's 6 with a slow skimmer.
Nick believes he is at 73.2%. My response was clearly statistically correct.
I have faith in Nick's math.
Well, on TJ's dice, there's multiple sides that have a 4 on it.
Whatever.
They're clear.
It's like TJ's dice is just 1, then it's 4, 4, 4, 5, 6.
You see me make 4-ups.
I'm gonna get rid of that one.
Make 6 ups.
I'm gonna take that. Secure objective 1. Great. Sure. All right.
Nick's math is responsible as I don't.
You have a 7 if you want it.
There's no reason to want.
That's a lie.
The lie detector
You have a 7.
determined that was a lie.
Just move them. We know you have a 7. You can reroll 1 die, or is it only on the turns you wog?
I can reroll 1 die. When I wog, I can run an assault, but that only affects the commandos.
Sure. The commando.
Yes. Lay commando.
Commando.
I mean,
It's an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
Z Commander.
And it's Arnold was in it.
How can I get that? Actually, I might be able to just get a character anyway, so that would make that move. I'm not going to issue that. I might actually, so I'll just leave that. All right. You're good. Hey, pistol range.
We're gonna try out.
I was seeing if I was in pistol range.
Are those scouts not out far?
no. It walked on.
It was the thought of if my commandos just follow them on, they die. Because I can come on any board edge.
As opposed to them walking on and following you on, and they still just die.
That's fine, but then the commandos are back here.
Yeah.
I forgot any of the commandos on the list. I would have marked the commandos. That's what I should have marked. I honestly forgot they were in the list. I didn't actually look at the list. Jesse read the list off to me and never read commandos. No, you didn't.
This is Commandos with stick rock.
What's important though, Matt, is
You also, the Sicarian you put on my list too? There's no Sicarian on the website on the list. You just didn't put
I
some.
think that's
Does have a storm shield?
No, he has an armor of rust. 2 up armor, 4 up invuln. When in a challenge, you get the enemy gets -5 initiative.
But you can still give him a storm shield, though, right?
No, he's a 4 up invuln with armor of rust.
No shooting. Yeah, no, I'd rather him have a.
Yeah. Nah, 2 up, 4 up. It's 35 points. It's literally the exact same thing as giving him runic armor and a storm shield. So I got -1 invuln, but I get
No other movement. No reason to shoot them. So I will do lay assaults. 'Cause everything else is good. So assault in there. Overwatch.
sure. Pistol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rapid fires. And the pistol. 1.
Dice. All right. What am I at now?
Distance you were at before mine, you're at an 11 now.
Ugh.
that was 11 10-inch. How does he feel about 11?
I got a 6. Reroll the 1.
He's going to make this too.
Nope.
How does that feel, no pain roll? All right. Are you done then? 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm sure that was your only assault. All right,
Yes.
turn 5.
I have no mail.
You didn't score anything? All right. So-
I will pitch.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2. What were the secondaries we all picked again?
I'm gonna pitch this 3-1.
What did you pick? You picked Warlord.
You were right. Warlord,
That
Linebreaker.
might be last lap.
Warlord. I need the game to go to 6, and I'm fine.
Warlord, Linebreaker, Mark for
No,
Death,
no.
First Blood is what I chose.
Warlord, Linebreaker.
Mark for Death, or for the Sicarian.
Yeah.
And First Blood.
Okay. Warlord, Linebreaker, Mark for the first one. And I picked.
Linebreaker, Mark for Death with the Grots.
Yeah.
Leave none behind. And,
Yeah.
Slay the rank and file.
Okay.
So I pitch this one. And I get lay new one.
All right.
Completely destroy 2 or more units in assault.
Okay. I mean, it might if I.
It's
gotta be on your turn. It's got to be on your turn, remember? All right. Well, we're gonna low-yo this. I mean, I think my only prayer is I got to dunk here. Yeah, sure.
You only live
TJ,
once, so be
know-
super careful with your life at all costs. Do not take any chances whatsoever.
Oh, on. Yeah, these guys don't get to move 12.
Fastest.
Scouts, run! Scouts, keep up!
Are they a unit or no?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
They are
They
buddy.
don't get to move 12.
They are buddy bumping all up and down. I'm coming, Bob!
Why is he on a giant wolf? Why? My sides.
Don't forget Jeff the dog.
Oh yeah, Jeff, the independent character, Cyberwolf. Yep. Scouts, run on 4 legs. You'll keep up.
So let's see. Do I have any chance of this ending on? So you have no secondaries currently, right?
Correct.
So you'll currently have 1 objective, 2 objectives as the game ends now. I'm assuming I'm going to take you off this. 2 objectives. I'm going to have hopefully 1, maybe 2. And you'll have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I will not be able to get leave none unless I get a decent consolidation roll or a decent charge distance. Two, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I can get line breaker for 4. Or how many points do we have on line breaker? 2, right? Yeah, 2. So I can get 3. So I'm going to say 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I can get 2, 5, maybe leave none for 6, 7. That's what I've been doing all day.
Well, I sure know you weren't playing 40K.
No, who plays this game?
Right?
Literally, TJ and I finished an entire game in 20 minutes, and it had more events than this game.
So I am right here
Okay.
in the air, obviously.
Gotcha.
So my front of my base is at the edge of that,
Gotcha.
and I'm facing like that.
The way you're facing.
Yeah, but
But
obviously.
just further over.
So I'll be able to dunk with a multi-multi and a turret. Or shoot the turret in my butt. Who's that guy, Warlord? Good, I kill him. You'll fail your lookout. You'll fail your tough test with a strength 1 shot, and I'll kill him.
Yes.
First one.
This is looking.
Literally, none of that will happen.
Shut up!
You're just gonna miss the shot.
Quiet, all of you!
Jet Hellfrost.
Quiet, all of you!
No,
I'm
the best part is
firing
when
at
Matt
the
fails to kill that commander.
Now here's the question. Do I go for the 9-inch assault now?
It depends. How much do you love the 9?
I don't. I'm going to roll a 4 and then get dunked on the counter assault.
There isn't going to be another turn. It's going to end.
Oh, if it ends, I die. I lose.
So, wait for it to go on.
That's what I have to do. I'm trying to go the smartest way to do that.
The smartest way was to have done this 4 turns ago.
No, the Flyers may be a turn ago. But the other one just came on.
Yeah,
That
like
sounds like you problem.
if the Flyers to come on like turn 2, different game entirely.
We've got plenty of time.
No,
There's still an hour left.
we're theorizing that the game's just gonna end.
It's the bottom of 5 and first blood hasn't happened yet.
Hey, I'll still be able to.
I'm working on it.
It's been that kind of a
This
game.
guy's going to die to
If you
Sicarian.
guys keep playing the way you're playing, I'll be able to make Chipotle. I want some guac.
Almost died on the bottom of turn 4. First blood will be last.
All right, if I hide right behind there, you can't see pretty much dick. The farthest, if I'm right here from you can't see anything. These guys in the middle can't see anything in between there.
Mark and I have talked a lot.
You agree? Can somebody give me a height on them? Can these guys in the middle? I know the guys on the outside can. Can these guys in the middle see anything past my finger
No.
or in front of my finger?
No.
Okay.
And hold on, put your finger back. These guys here are going to be hard pressed too as well.
Yeah, I
No,
figured.
these guys are just going to do whatever the fuck they want.
They're 36-inch range, ain't gonna be range.
Yeah. No.
Well, he said in front of
No. 36 is here.
Yeah.
So yeah. These are OBSEC, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Seriously, most eventful game.
That's an 8-inch.
He is able to be seen.
By who?
This unit
Okay,
here.
you're gonna how many of them?
Couple of them.
They're actually gonna be out of 36 by most of them. That's
This
fine.
unit here, these guns are completely blocked by the pillar, and these guns can't see.
These guys are gonna be out of range back
Only
here.
one guy over here is able to see him, the front guy.
This one?
Which
That's
also
fine. He's
you
got range
measure
on
from
literally-
base, not from barrel.
Oh, okay.
You have to actually base all of them. They're not vehicles. You don't measure from.
They
the
don't
gun.
come with bases.
Okay, you have to base them. They're an artillery model, so you don't measure from the gun. No, yes.
Nobody ever bases a Thunderfire. I've literally gone to tournaments and seen tons of people without base
You're supposed to
Thunderfires.
base them. They're on dreadnought bases.
Okay.
Like you don't ever measure from the gun,
Okay.
especially this. I mean that's 3 inches. Why do you?
Well,
get
I've
3
been
inches?
doing it from the front of this anyway.
Trust me, I know 3 inches real well.
Are we gonna go to the malt shop after this?
God, I hope so.
That'd actually be cool if malt shop still existed. Except, not the ones that didn't let black people sit at the counter. Those.
That
I'm
was
glad
like
those
all
are
of
gone.
them at that point in
I'm
time.
glad those are gone.
All right.
But they should bring back new ones
Oh, that flyer has to move. So.
that allow everyone to.
Where's the objective? There. Okay.
There, and there's one right there. Oh, that's the thing.
All right. It's in the air.
Okay.
Shooting. Let's start. Sicarian.
Go to ground!
I swear to God, if I don't kill this guy, I'm
Okay,
just.
you have a heavy bolter. You have a whole batch of heavy bolter.
If I don't
no
kill,
idea.
that's fine. I'm mad at myself. If I don't kill this guy, I'm breaking him. By the way, he's dying regardless this turn. It's your choice how that happens. Yes. That's a Ren, by the way. First one I've rolled tonight with this gun.
Okay.
Because it matters.
It doesn't
Wait,
matter.
we'll run separately.
Fucking die. I apologize for the profanity. First one, bottom of turn 5.
Just run away. Hope the game ends. Got last laugh too.
I didn't pick either of those. Shooting.
No, you didn't.
No,
This is the maelstrom.
that's fine. Multi-melt it into that thing.
The Grots?
Yeah.
Okay. Go to ground.
1.
Good.
All right. Give me a small blast. Give me the best small blast I can get for my money.
Legitimately probably here, which is gonna nab 6.
6. That's it. All right, I'll take 6. Twin linked. Cracked. Hit.
Did you want a twin like that?
Nope. I finally rolled a hit.
Deuces.
5.
3 ups. And they're all.
All right. Good Grats. Good. Good one. Good Grats. Good job, Grats. Woo, Grats. Woo! Woo! All right. Well, the las cannon can kill. That's his las cannon shot. We'll start with las cannon.
Okay.
Twin linked. Nope. Still missed. The multi-mode is gonna be on that guy,
Okay.
and I'm a power aim machine toward that way. Multi-mode doesn't wound. Doesn't wound. We're doing good. We're doing good. Doing good. I'm going to small blast as much as I can get.
I think if you go here, you're going to nab 5.
All right, we're gonna go over that spot for 5.
Nice and in the center.
I had a hit die once. I got it. Yeah, 5.
Back
1 inch. I'll take 1 inch. Well, let's see. Where's my 1 inch? Bring me straight back towards me. Shouldn't lose too many.
How's Slay the rank and file
3.
going for you?
Oh yeah. 3. I'm gonna.
Just because of this gap in the middle.
Yeah, I'm gonna twin link it.
5 denial.
So 7, 3 inches. That, like from there to like this way.
Nab at 4.
Okay, I'm sorry. Shouldn't get less than 3. 3s. 3. Come from here. Do you have a 3-up jink?
Yeah. Good.
Sure. That's the other thing. I think TJ's about 80% for saves today.
I'm going to blame the BFS guys.
You're 80% for being a bitch.
Where I got
That's
these
true.
dice.
That's fine. If it goes on to 6, I'm pretty sure I got this game. I'm actually 100% sure I got this game on 6. Well, I don't know about that. It's going to depend on how this cluster goes. Turbo run. 1.
Turbo Scoop.
Don't you have fleet? Oh no, the
No.
bikes stop it. Right.
I have doggies.
Oh, the dog stop it?
The being with the bikes. Yeah, that's what I meant. All right, I'm gonna come turbo them, and then I'm assaulting here.
Okay.
So you can start overwatching. Remember, you're snap firing because you jinked.
Okay. Yes, you are technically correct.
Yeah, don't tell me I'm not.
6, so 18 shots. 4.
I can't believe how many you are.
6.
How many shots are they?
3 shots each.
I thought there was just that.
2 hits and twin linked.
Viewers are putting up with your bullshit.
That's fine.
Great.
4 hits
Okay.
and 3s.
Yep. Right, strength 5.
Strike 5.
All right.
So 3.
2 up.
Good.
2 up. I roll out ones today. Great. That's probably gonna cost me this. I think I need to live through that. Okay, I think I'm gonna just. Now he has to look out. I need to live through one of these. I need to not take a save there, so I can have an extra 2 up in close combat. So many ones today. Charges. Finally, a good number.
All of the distance.
All right. So.
Matt, have you lost an awful this game?
No. I've lost a wound right here.
That was the first bit of damage I've actually done.
YOLO. So for real, seriously, take care of yourself.
You gotta watch that.
All right. Impact.
Challenge. Not with a
Sure. The Doge is gonna accept.
Okay. Also, watching that.
How many characters do you have in here?
Just one. Just the leader.
Okay.
He's just a sergeant.
So impact.
Yup.
Wounds. No, it doesn't. So I'm initiative 4. So first thing first.
Go ahead.
In the challenge
Yup.
for an Emmy. Oh no, I am not. The supplement. 5s. 2 in the challenge. So we got 2.
4 ups. And he takes a wound.
How many wounds do you have?
2.
Are they all 2 wounds?
All knobs are 2 wounds, but those are all
The rest are normal boys.
normal boys.
Oh, I thought the whole unit was knobs. I'm like,
No,
wow, my math is
That
bad.
unit is way more
Okay.
expensive at that point.
All right. I'm sitting here. I'm like, I just blew. I'm like, I'll go blow my. Scout sergeant is an extra attack, right?
Yeah.
He
They got
does.
bolters. Scout sergeant, I believe so, right? Scout sergeant has +1 attack. Yeah.
Question is, do I rather wound on 5s or wound on 3s?
He should have 4 because he has bolt pistol close combat weapon, or does he have a bolter?
Against monsters.
No, he can use crack grenades, right?
No.
Oh, the area monster. Okay. So he has how many?
Does he have bolt
He has
pistol
2
close
bays.
combat?
He has a bolt pistol and close combat, which I don't think he does.
No.
No. Okay, so he's got 3.
I think he comes standard with it if you don't upgrade him to bolt.
He probably you gave him bolters,
Bolters, yeah.
so he'll have 3.
6, 1, so 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's hot.
What it came down to was he had 2 table quarters, one of which had the steer console in it, one had 3 late frames.
It's really hot. I'm going to turn the air on a little bit.
No.
Oh, I'm going to go turn the air on and stop.
Force.
It's hot.
It's probably all the body
2.
temperature from, the body's still on the table on turn 5.
So I've caused. What's your armor save? 4. So you passed 3 of 4.
It's cold out here.
The other 2 dogs.
Doges.
I'm gonna catch the flu.
Oh my god, you hit some on parts.
Oh, nice.
2? Oh, 1. Yeah, 1.
Good idea to transfer all of my 20 doses.
Go ahead. Start rolling attacks for me.
I think somebody bought a house with like 700.
Still only level 1, so a turn 7 came down to a dice off. To see if I was in the table quarter. I won the dice off.
Can't deal with this dice. Hot back there. Yeah, it was up in the 70s. You said all of them? That's fine. He passed 4 out of 5 4-ups so far. So.
Back in March.
5s. Up to 4.
Yep.
Yeah, Trevor, this back in March. A man
2.
selling a home for $135,000.
2 random scouts. Oh, I forgot to consolidate.
Yeah, you're good. You can be in there.
Well, yeah, it's good. So 2 random scouts.
You can buy this vacation.
2 die. Hammer.
Hammer! Oh god.
And I still roll 1. 3 die.
Yeah, 3 of them.
So you lose by. So I cost 1 in the challenge.
I have my attacks for the challenge.
Okay, yeah, fine. You cost 1 so far in the challenge,
4s,
and 2 more.
deuces, 2 wins. AP2.
Did you get your hammer rack?
Oh, you do have some kind of weapon in there.
Yeah, he's got a claw.
Sure. Well, because I asked you earlier if you had any special weapons. You said no. You said all you have is
I
shotgun.
said I had the no.
Sure, that's fine. He dies, and this guy dies. It's next. Where is he? Which one is he?
It's the source.
Okay, so I'd have to be here, so I'm gonna take this guy off.
Okay.
Sure. So you lost 3. We tie combat. Run, hit run. Fine. Stevens.
Does not.
Sure. Got it. Yeah. I never heard you had a claw in there. That's fine.
Do you want to go talk about the most exciting turn?
Go. Well, we're moving because I want to go there. Go.
Hey guys, we're back after by far the most exciting turn of this game.
Woo!
Doing it!
Boom!
Headshot!
That commando unit died finally at the bottom of turn 5.
First Blood was dangerously close to being last laugh.
Oh no, TJ still gets his turn, right? And then
No, that was the bottom of 5.
Oh, that's
the
the
game
bottom
continued to 6.
Oh, the game continued. Okay, I was about to say
we
that
still
could have
have
been.
almost an hour left because nothing's happened.
Yeah,
Well, a whole lot of things have happened, just a whole lot of not rolling dice and shooting.
exactly. So, yeah, they could have.
What happened? Apparently some minor technical difficulties.
Oh man.
We've been talking. If you couldn't hear us, well, probably lucky you.
Woo!
That's basically what you missed. First Blood finally happened at the bottom of turn 5. Game continued to turn 6. Good for Matt, I guess. I mean, certainly.
Maybe?
I mean, considering TJ had it 1 on 5, I guess it's good for Matt.
Yeah.
Things are starting to happen. Models have moved forward. There's a combat going on in the top. That's right, guys. You heard it here first. Combat in this game.
Yep. Somebody moved
Who would have thought
into
it?
range. Who would have thought that in an Orc versus Space Wolf game, a close combat would break out?
Yes, with 2 close combat Death Stars facing off against each other. Go figure. Mind blown. Didn't see this one coming. It might also be the first time either player's models have crossed the halfway point of the table.
And also last turn, Matt lost his first actual models.
Yes,
He's taken wounds, but he hadn't lost any actual models yet.
The wound actually might have been done in Overwatch.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so he
until the bottom of turn
he
5, Matt
finally
hadn't taken a
suffered
wound.
damage to his army this game.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So things are heating up.
Indeed.
Getting legit up in here.
We are bracing ourselves for an explosive turn 6. And by explosive, we mean somebody might shoot.
Commandos are finally dead, so good for that. Matt didn't take First Blood, but TJ did. So now TJ continues to have no secondaries to Matt's no secondaries.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. I still feel like he should have gone out, just gone balls out and tried to snipe his warlord by using the Hellfrost cannon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he should have.
I mean, at the rate this game is going, that would have won the game.
He could have turned around the 2 Meltas with the
flippity-flappity things.
Turned around the Meltas,
Yeah.
then turned around the Hellfrost cannon, then just been like, maybe he'll fail maybe he'll fail his lookout, sir,
Right.
and fail the strength check. There's arguments as to whether or not
The
it's
feel no
strength
pain
or
and then the
toughness.
strength.
Oh, yeah,
Or
the feel no
toughness.
pain and the toughness.
The something check.
The something check. That Hellfrost, and then Warlord.
Done.
Which,
Easy.
Which I think Matt also
Count
didn't
it.
take. I don't know if he took Warlord.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually, we'll have to double
But
check on that.
he could have tried. I think actually what he did was he shot at the grots, hoping that they would run off the table.
Yes.
Yeah,
That is
so-
his marked for death target. So
Yes.
I guess that probably sounds more practical than shooting the Warlord, but, value Warlord.
Yeah. It would have been an epic story to tell.
Yes.
A saga, if you will.
Saga of the Wolf Lord?
Yes.
Because those exist.
Yes.
No, they don't.
Well, they used to. The Warlord traits are now called sagas.
Yeah,
for,
they're not a real
They're
thing.
not as good as the previous.
We try not
sagas
to
from the
pretend
last
they're
book.
actually there.
Oh my god, the sagas in the last Space Wolf book were
They were
so good.
Best part about that book.
It's like saga of not goddamn dying.
I think that was the technical name for it. Oh my Jesus. I think it's really kind of ironic that Matt has a giant unit of models that all move 12 inches and turbo and run, and they might not get across the table path.
They're not
out
going
of
to
his
get.
deployment
Yeah, they're not
zone.
going to get out of his deployment zone.
Yeah, the last 2 times he's tried to run, he's rolled a 1, and if he does that again, he'll be stuck in his deployment zone and won't get Leafeon behind.
And you know what? This is another situation where I feel like strategic could have been really handy for him in this game, just because of the fact that he could. There's so many different things that he could have used to get closer across the table to mitigate that shooting phase.
I hear what you're saying, but Matt just kind of went into this game not wanting to move past the halfway point.
That's true. Yeah, I mean,
Which
if you
is
don't,
interesting considering
if you
what they've
don't
done
want
behind.
to do any of the aggressive things that I was talking about, then strategic doesn't help you at all.
Or roll dice.
Yeah.
Matt does have a history of rolling very poorly. I think he just wanted to not roll any dice this game.
Yep.
Which so far, it was going pretty well until he decided to kill something on turn 5.
Yeah.
We'll have to double check.
Yeah, he did build his
Matt-
list so that he doesn't have to take dangerous terrain checks with that. So
Yeah, it's good for
So
when
he
he's
would've-
moving in and out of that one forest.
yeah, I mean, he could have moved in and out of that one forest all game, never rolled any dice.
Oh, perfect.
Yep.
Flawless
A
execution.
flawless game. You can't make mistakes if you don't roll dice.
Well, that's not. But it's going to be an explosive last turn, I would imagine, assuming it doesn't go till turn 7, because at this rate they have plenty of time.
Yeah.
But people have to do stuff now. I don't know if TJ's far enough ahead that he can just kind of sit there, but he might be. Matt certainly isn't. He definitely needs to be aggressive. Those Stormwolves are definitely both going into hover mode, without question.
Yeah.
Dudes are probably hopping out of them.
Yep. Yep, gotta get those grots.
Yeah. Yeah, marked for death, which is one of Matt's secondary. Might be the only secondary that occurs this game, so that's something.
Yep. I mean, he can. I mean, shoot up the cannons, get the grots. It's just he needed to do this way earlier in the game. And I mean, I get that, the one unit didn't come in.
Yeah, the second Stormwolf.
Yeah, didn't come in until turn 4 or something like that, or some ridiculousness, but...
Also, TJ doesn't really have a way to kill Stormwolf, does he?
Only
it's
only
flying.
when they go into hover mode.
Yeah, when it's flying, though, does he
has
legitimately
no
have
way.
any way to
He
hurt
has
it?
absolutely no way to hurt the Stormwolves when they're flying.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of Strength 5 shooting from the bikes, blast templates, and then some grot pistols. So,
Turns
I mean,
out,
that one could have been more aggressive, but I mean, I get not having to not going for it per se, but what else is going to happen?
yeah.
It's not like he can do anything about Matt just flying it into his face.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, I would have, if I were Matt, I would have, when the first one came on, I would have just gone all the way up the top side of the table, just flown straight in, shot at some of the cannons, some of the other cannons that I wasn't going to be charging next turn, then gone into hover mode, then charged with the 5 blood claws into those cannons, shot these cannons some more.
Again, because Mark still hasn't figured out that you can't see him pointing to the screen, we're looking at the top left.
I said the top side of the screen, and then I was talking, and then I said, shoot at some of the cannons that I'm not charging.
Mm-hmm. Likely story.
Trevor's gonna get stabbed. The point is,
it's a good possibility. Point is in my side as he stabs
just
me.
being. Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
Thank you. I appreciate that. He does have pom-poms.
I do.
Yeah, I'm a very aggressive player. If I was playing this game, there would be a lot fewer models on the table, regardless of which side I was playing this on.
Yep.
Certainly would not have taken till the bottom of 5 to get first blood. Probably would have been turn 2.
Yep.
But, you know, they both wanted to play it safe. TJ, frankly, had the ability to do it better. He just had more models to be in more places, hold objectives, and you see on the left-hand side how far ahead he is in Maelstrom. What is that, 10-2?
Hey, did we miss what... Oh, no, wait, is that... Oh, no, he won that combat.
Oh, he must have won it on TJ's turn. So
yeah.
That's actually a little surprising, but good for him.
Yeah.
That's really big, actually. I'm gonna have to like buy Matt dinner or something after how much crap I've talked on him this game if he ends up winning it. But
I don't. I'm comfortable. I do not mind talking crap about everybody on this table, especially TJ.
I mean, all things considered, if the game didn't go on till turn 5, we knew probably at the bottom of turn 3 that Matt was losing. So it went on. So good job for Matt. There was clearly plenty of time left, and it's a 2/3 possibility, but it's a little risky to play till turn 6, regardless. But, you know what? Winning that combat on TJ's turn gets him that objective, lets him move forward more with the Stormwolves, so you can potentially pull out a big turn here. And, again, the game kind of needs to end so he doesn't lose everything, but... It's, TJ might still be a little too far ahead to come back.
But then again, what can he really do? Like if the blood claws get out and take this objective,
bottom left objective.
Oh, sorry, yeah, yeah. I keep doing that. But then again, the white objectives, those are the second.
White objectives are the ones that will score points.
Okay, yeah. So if he gets out and takes the Grot objective with his Stormwolf that he has there in the lower left hand side of the screen.
Do you remember where the fourth one is? I see one in TJ's bottom left. There's one in the center ruins. One directly above the center ruins. That's 3. There's one more somewhere.
Isn't it up in the upper right hand corner where the scouts are?
Oh, good call. Okay. So currently Matt's holding 2, but TJ's up 10-2 right now on Maelstroms. Let's assume Matt can get 1 point there, 10-3. He still needs to get 3 objectives to none. So, yeah. I don't know how Matt's getting TJ off that center one, which is the problem. Because those bikes, just a reminder, are objective secured because of the Forgeworld character that...
He's moving.
Oh, God!
Is in range.
Things went forward.
Oh, my God. A thing that should have happened way earlier in the game is happening now. It's not even... Oh, God, because if he fails that charge, because he does not have fleet, because... Oh, no, he separated the bikes off.
Oh, my God.
So now he does have fleet.
I think I just peed myself a little with excitement. Wow.
Yep.
Who would have thought it? At this game, things might actually happen.
I taste blood in my mouth.
You might want to get that checked out.
I bit my tongue.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I'm assuming that it's the... But, you know.
Wow.
It's so exciting.
It sounds like they're talking this out, so we're going to tune back over to them real quick just so you can hear what the players are actually saying instead of us just making terrible jokes and making fun of the players. So we'll catch you in a little bit. Have fun.
I have a knob.
Okay. And he's strength 9.
He'll be strength 8.
8. $15 total. Yeah. all hitting on 3s and wounding on 2s.
Yes, and the lucky stick guy will get to re-roll to hit and wound.
Does he have a claw?
Yes.
We'll see if it matters then.
Some of the most fun booth experience I've had in a while.
He's just gonna
Totally expensive.
Still in the air. All right, shooting. The dogs are closest here.
You okay?
Pistol?
Sure.
Nope. This thing is going to power of the machine spirit, and I'm going to shoot my strength, my 8-1 to your war boss.
Yep. Sorry.
1.
Still gonna look out. Looks out, and a 2+.
2+? Why?
I turboed and I.
Oh, did you turbo?
shanked.
Okay. Okay. All right. Flamer.
Yep. There you go.
You got it. All right. How many victims? I'm gonna kill all those guys.
8.
The real thing I'm trying to say, I can't actually get my leave none behind because I have to roll 6 in the run to get leave none. But I still no cat past that if the game ends. I'll be
1,
at 15.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2s.
7. 4 bolt pistols.
I'll go to.
Uh,
Oh God. That's
3 more.
5 guys, 2 lookouts. All right, so the run herd dies as well. How many more?
2 armors or 2 covers.
They're good.
All right. And what's the charge distance there?
Not 4.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot. How far is my multi in range here? No. Is it in range here? No. All right. There's 3 guys there. I want to leave that. Okay. They're gonna shoot. This thing's on. Just shoot here. It's gonna power machine spirit. Single shot into him.
Yup.
Twin linked. Hits 2.
Look out.
Yep.
Good. 2 up.
Dunk that nerd.
Oh, feel the pain. Okay.
Yeah. Melt doesn't last. All hit. 3 4-up invulns on the grots. The grots in the hills.
You're good.
They love it. All day, day. So, okay. What are we thinking? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13. I'll have 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, these guys are going to turbo run. We have turbo run 1 inch every single turn this game.
You were just talking about. You're like, yeah, this seems great until Matt rolls a 1. Again.
Okay. Pew. I'm coming.
All right.
You. Oh, and I'm going there.
Okay.
Oh, lead check for those grots.
Oh look, they ran.
Bye.
6 inches.
That's fine. I still have my objective. They're still running, still falling back. I'll still get my mark for death.
Yeah, the game ends.
And I still have that objective.
Well, if you declare oh, he has to make a leadership check.
Well, no. Oh yeah. So I'm still declaring.
I would just leave
No,
'em.
they're dying, and I still have the objective.
There's no point.
Yeah.
But if I make my lead check and you assault me, you
I
might
could
be-
exactly. That's why I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Overwatcher.
1 linked. No.
Distance. I made it.
Could you measure that, please?
Judge.
Wind pack hit.
9 inches to me.
Hang on.
Nothing.
Hang on. Official judge.
Initiative 4.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jesse, whip out your
What's your weapon? What's your weapons go? 4s and toughness.
5.
5s.
3 attacks.
When I fail to kill that, I'm gonna fucking laugh.
Actually, it's 2 attacks. 1. Yeah,
This is a
5. 1.
No, majority weapons go a tough 4.
Yeah, I got 1.
Okay.
4. Good.
Ready for this?
Oh no, shit's dead. Yeah, no, dead.
Damn, that was close.
see if the game ends. I never shot the Sicarian. That's fine. See if it ends.
Does not.
Okay. Now fuck.
You guys have about 25 minutes.
Okay. Now
This
what
is
do
turn
I do?
7.
I know.
Okay, I think we're gonna be okay.
See if they rally.
Seeing as the first 4 turns didn't happen.
They do not.
Bye bye. See you later.
Yeah. they're-
Nice knowing you. Okay, bye. Bye. Well, bye. Thanks for. Oh yeah, hold on. Stop.
Oh.
I controlled 1, 2, 3. Woo! I have an enemy unit within that. Oh, or I control it. I don't control 1. Woo! I'm gonna choose to chuck this. I'm gonna choose to chuck that guy, and I'm gonna draw a 3 freshies. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Completely destroy 3 or more enemy units during your turn. I would have liked that. No, wouldn't actually have achieved it. Destroy 1 enemy vehicle or monstrous creature. I'm gonna get rid of that one because I can't, right? Nope. And secure objective Quattro. That's not happening either. My new guy. Issue a challenge. That's French for challenge. Challenge. Tony Shalhoub's long lost cousin, Tony Shalhoub.
Can I kill 3 units in the shooting phase? Probably not.
1. The problem is you can't see this guy.
Right.
You're going to have to bring a bike to a real awkward spot and we'll go to ground for 3 up. You might be able to get that.
Should be able to get
Those, like, you could get. Remember, I still.
Guys, breaking news. The game's going to turn 7. Something might die. But no, in all seriousness, that turn went pretty well for Matt, but he is very exposed now because he kind of played for it to end, which we can do the math real quick. He had 1, 2, 3 objectives, which would have been 9 points. He only had 2 Maelstrom points at the time, so that's basic math, 11, versus TJ's 13. Okay, so Matt would have lost still, but by a very, very limited amount, so good for him, right?
Yes. Very good for him.
So, all things considered, a small loss at the end of this would have been cool, but now things are looking less than optimal, because now TJ, actually, can he make that charge?
Can TJ make the charge?
Yeah, I mean, it's
He
certainly
has to-
he's
has he moved yet?
No. He's certainly physically able to get there, but if he does, he loses the objective that he's sitting on.
That would be a bad idea. But then
Maybe
again,
just leave-
the thing is, he might kind of have to, because if he doesn't charge him, then Matt will charge him.
Can he afford to just, like, break off some characters to bubble wrap it or something?
Yeah, maybe break off one of the war bosses to just sit back there.
Well, no, because the whatchamacallit, Stormwolf is just going to turn around and take it.
Possibly, he could turbo boost it in the cover.
Turbo scoot?
Turbo scoot. Get the 3-up cover save.
Oh, I just meant it, like, flying over there and keeping TJ from having it. But, that's a plan, too. Just leave that objective and go kill the other guys. Yeah. TJ might actually get to shoot something. That's new and exciting information.
Indeed.
The Grots in the bottom left-hand side did die and break and do things that Grots do when they get looked at funny. So that is handedly Matt's objective, even if TJ manages to kill off all of the Space Marines, because I can talk tonight. That still leaves the Stormwolf there, and I don't know if he has the firepower to kill both. But I guess we'll see. It's technically still anybody's game. I imagine TJ is going to scrape together a victory of, I'm going to make a bold prediction and say 5 points without knowing what either of their Maelstrom cards were.
Well, I will raise you to 7 points based on
Bold.
nothing. Bold move.
But yeah, so this is turn 7, definitely the last turn, as turn 7s often are.
Yeah, often, because sometimes turn 6 is the last turn, and sometimes turn 5 is
Well,
the last turn.
If it gets to a turn 7, it's usually the last turn, right?
Yeah, that is usually a last turn when it gets to turn 7. Now, there is super secret turn 8.
Yes.
That could possibly happen. I'm pretty sure you have to do the Konami code first.
Yeah. Followed immediately by bludgeoning your opponent over the head with a very hard object. But yeah, so we'll tune back into the players, and we'll see you, I guess, once the game is over.
Indeed.
Okay, where are you shooting at the vehicle?
Yes.
Oh, I'm jinking.
So right there. So have like 2 guys. I hit 1. Number 2.
They're. Oh, I have 4 up cover anyway.
Number 3. That way 3. Still making them.
Well, I had it on 6.
So 4 hits
I
on
had
the
by 2 points on turn 6.
4 hits on the vehicle.
Nope. We all 3 of us.
We
I
just
had 15 to 3 on turn 6.
15 to 3.
Yep, he had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One objective is 13. That's it. I had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 for line breaker. 17, 18, 17, 18 for. So actually, I had 18 to 13. You guys did good. I had about 5 if the game ended on that.
We haven't properly spoken
6
English.
onto these guys.
Sure. I'll take my. I got my 4 cover.
6.
3.
And then the 4 on the vehicle. I need 4s to do anything. Nothing.
Okay. Ooh, vehicle gonna leave. It's gonna leave.
The
Tell
next
him about
bunch
a
of
pop.
5.
Oh wait, oh, where is this coming from here? This group here?
Yes.
Where was the first one? Okay. I'm just making sure that guy could have actually seen that one.
Oh, okay.
4 good tots.
We have 4 guitars.
Wow.
That was my saves.
Why? You guys
We
you
did it
realize
wrong, and you guys did it
Yeah,
wrong.
we did. I honestly didn't count my 3.
I honestly.
All 4 people on stream did the math wrong.
I had the 15. We at least had 15, 13. We both forgot these 3
At least
points.
you guys had the right winner.
Yeah.
I wasn't even seriously trying to do the math.
Counts as winner.
Alright, so.
Counts as least loser. I'll take it. Because we at least had the winner figured out.
There is no winner.
2
in
inches,
this
it's
game.
still gonna hit.
You see.
Not a chance in hell.
No, it's not gonna hit these. We're gonna hit 1 on that. Nothing.
Okay. I
Next
janked
clutch.
for nothing.
Nice clutch.
I don't know if you can see. Judge?
Wait, Matt, why didn't you assault with these Thunderwolves?
Yeah. I'm going to assault with my 2 Thunderwolves. They're going to assault the Grats.
They've infiltrated the Orc lines. Now they're waiting for turn 7 to strike.
No gets hots on that one.
Sure. You got it. 4 inches.
That's not
Because they didn't have those damn cyber wolves that kept barking.
2.
Shut up, dogs. 1. That was.
8 back. You put it on the front corner, it doesn't hit.
Yeah, but. Okay, I wasn't sure how the angle was. If the angle, I thought the angle was more straight back.
Hit.
Hit.
So 1 hit. And 2 dudes. Straight back.
You'll get that.
That'll
Yeah,
hit.
you'll still get it.
2, last one.
So you have 2 on the vehicle. That's going to stay on.
Yeah.
So you have 3 on the vehicle and 2 on the dudes.
2 on the dudes.
Dudes, pass a 4 up.
2 dudes.
Pass a 4 up. Nope.
And 3 on the vehicle.
I think took saves.
By
By the way, I put he went 11 for 11 on 4 ups back with that unit until I had the flamer.
Iron pen.
Iron pen. 1 pen.
You got it. Plus 1.
Yeah. No.
I will accept my stunned or shaken. Crew not happy.
You done got shoot.
That's fine. It can still move up and hold that objective.
Farted and it's
Oh God, not me.
Alright, so I'm only gonna get 2.
It was Jesse.
Jesse's so proud of himself.
Alright, so.
Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me.
Oh man,
Assault,
I walked right
assault
through it
there,
again.
Assault here.
Overwatch.
Go ahead.
Pew pew. Nope.
I make it. I'll re-roll the 1.
Good call.
9.
I like this guy's comment. Mark said, he's just being protective. You know, YOLO. So that's not what YOLO is. YOLO is when you charge your Tau Fire Warriors into a pack of jeans.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 impacts.
So 7 strength 3 and 1 strength 5.
Oh, you got failure charge over there. You said you were 3 inches away before, sir.
I might have knocked it. I was a 4-inch charge.
You got it.
Yeah. You want me to re-roll the 1?
Yes.
9 inches.
There, see?
Still got 5.
9-inch charge for those guys.
Hold on.
Sounds right.
You like to issue a challenge?
9-inch charge for that Stormwalker.
Yes, because if I do, you don't.
So who's challenging?
I will challenge with that guy.
What does he do?
Actually, no, I'll challenge with the Warlord.
Okay. Doggy, woof woof.
Such claws.
Doggy, woof woof. Counterattack. It has been declared.
Well, here's the hammers first.
Okay.
I got
so, yeah.
7 strength 3. So I need 5s.
Yep. 4s. Majority tough 4.
I know, I need 5s.
Okay.
Strength
yeah,
3.
got it.
2. And then 1 strength 5.
I'm gonna YOLO 2 up. YOLO 2 up.
Why? Why do you YOLO 2 up?
Because it makes the most sense.
And then
He died.
1 strength 5.
Because I want to keep the dog bell try to bite something. Nope. Okay. Doggy hits first. Or hits the same time.
Same time.
That's fine. Preferred than me. Doggy. 1. I have biddeth once.
6 up.
You got it. Don't even roll. Just consolidate. Just consolidate your models.
6.
Just consolidate your models.
Just far away and not in charge range.
Another one bites the dust. And another one's gone. And another one's gone. Another one bites the dust. Hey, I'm gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust. Bing, boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
All right, well there.
This dog's in here, by the way, now.
No! He's spawned from his friends. He's spawned from the wolves in there.
Over there, have fun.
What were they doing in there? Now we know why they weren't fighting till turn 7.
It's 13 on the back.
Yeah.
How many hull points?
3?
At least 3, yeah. I think it's only 3.
Okay. 3s. I will re-roll 2 from Lucky Stick.
Oh, that's your lucky stick guy?
Yes.
Okay.
So he fails 1.
3's to
and
glance.
3's glance. 3 glances and a pen.
2 glances.
2 glances.
No,
to
2
pen.
glances and a pen. Sorry.
How many home wins does it have?
It's actually kind of
It should be 3.
This-
It's only 135 points. The thing should be 3. Reroll the 2. Is it a game turn or a player turn? I thought once you, I thought it was only you fail 3 in a turn.
Right, I had to fail 3 in a turn.
It's only 3.
Then he dies.
And he does.
You can't possibly fail your 3rd this turn.
Right. Also, I can't re-roll that. It's only to wound.
Oh, okay. How many home wins?
It should only be 3.
All right. We'll see if it explodes and is moot. Doesn't.
No. So it might be relevant. So just leave them there because that is a good story. All right, we'll figure it out. All right, my turn. What'd you get, Maelstrom-wise?
I only got to destroy 2 enemy units.
Okay, can you give me a total on your points, please?
No, say
6,
no.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
13, 14, 15.
Yes.
16, 17 for Mark for Death. Do you agree you have 17 points? Okay. Currently, I have...
Mark for death. Will you just make sure?
Okay.
Did not count. Okay.
Okay, 17.
17.
2, 3, 4, 5. Completely destroy 3. All right, let's see that. 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'll get Leave None Behind. 15, 16. I'll get Line Breaker 17, 18.
God damn it, what book is this thing in?
I can issue I can run in there and issue a challenge.
That is definitely something you can do.
I can secure objective 4 because I have to. But I can just run in with an Iron Priest and a dog and challenge. You won't be able to consolidate enough to get Line Breaker, correct? Can you give me his distance, please? Just to make sure. Make sure you're outside of 18 from that. Okay. I just want to make sure you can't possibly get me online. You can't somehow shenanigan me give you a Line Breaker like a Dingleberry. There. If it's 2 characters, am I allowed to issue a challenge?
Yes.
Yes.
Even though we are just 2 characters?
Correct. He can't decline.
Like,
Yes.
you sure?
Yes.
The other character just gets to beat on him for free. And you're only strength 9 when you don't charge?
10 all the time.
Oh. I forgot you love 10 all the time.
I don't really trying to kill it. I don't really feel like trying to kill this guy.
He
So
loves a good 10. We're just gonna file this one under nobody can figure out how many whole points that thing has. But
it's
pretty
135 points. It probably
I'm
should be
sure it's
3.
but-
It'd be if it was 4 points, it'd be nutso for 135 points.
For 13 all around, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I'm doing fake karate, Jesse. You gotta watch out. Come on.
So I have this. I have that. I have this. I'll get my 3, 6, 9. I'll issue a challenge 9, 10, 11 or 10. I'll get that for 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Leave none 17, 18. Linebreaker 19, 20. Mark for death 21, 22. This thing is going to.
Whatever it wants since its last turn.
Yeah.
Do what I want.
Can I come over there and kill those grots? No.
You could probably get within range to contest.
That's not. That's a maelstrom.
Oh, never mind that. Never mind.
Actually, I could go contest that. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, you
Well,
gotta YOLO that one.
you can't.
Shoot
Because,
everybody off.
oh, you turbo boost.
Yeah.
Or flat out.
So it's 12 and. Oh, yeah. Whoop. That's with my. It's with my turbo.
Yeah.
We're in the
Cheater.
shooting phase now. They're going to turbo run.
Give him the yellow card. Cheating. How much did you roll?
4.
What?
Watch this though. Watch the little sauciness here.
I think the
Ready?
Raptors-
I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna give myself a 4-up invuln save, and not TJ. That's my maniacal laugh. I need to work on it. I
So the
know.
power field generator rules written can accidentally give enemy units a 4.
Absolutely. It's why positioning is incredibly important.
You know, like positioning it in the backfield. Turns 1 through 5.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
This is turn 7.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
You'll be very unhappy when I win this game, when I get a large victory off this. Declare assault. That way. You have Overwatch. Oh, pistol. No. How many wounds do you have?
3.
Pistol.
You instant death me.
With my pistol?
I mean, oh wait, no, you don't instant. That's right. I'm tough. Sorry.
I was going to shoot with a rag grenade, but I didn't want to hit myself. Sure, I'll hit.
Playing for turn 8.
1 wound.
Look out, sir. Oh, the 2-up. Fuck it. 2-up. He's dead. Or he's going to take it. He's fine. Whew, we're doing good today.
Yeah, I was gonna say you went.
That's my assault. Boop. What's your initiative?
Same as yours.
Excellent. Move the rest of the dogs
Oh
in.
yeah, that's right, dogs.
So everyone should be able to get hold on. I gotta. My challenge is very important. This guy, these guys are just good because they're not gonna make it. They're gonna go that way and be in there. Well, they can't make it. Okay. All right. I'd like to issue a challenge with the dog. That one there, Stevie.
I'll accept.
Okay, so Stevie's gonna slide up there in the middle. There you go. Okay. All right. So initiative 4.
Sure.
Stevie, preferred enemy.
You don't get preferred enemy.
Oh, yeah, I don't have that stupid codex. I really wanted it because I was been so nice. All right, the other doges. Doges. Can I get that? Doges.
We just need 6 as the wound.
That's fine. Why? Oh, he is stuff 6. We went over this already. We had this long conversation about how he's stuff 6. And I forgot already. That's how good I'm doing today. 1 doge. The crack doge. Nope, 1 doge.
We're up.
Yeah.
Nope, takes it.
Let's do a bunch of initiative 2 swingies. Initiative 1. You owe me that many invuln saves if you have one. Okay, so you did. You got a lucky stick that? Got a lucky stick
Yeah, I
that?
might as well.
Got a lucky stick that? You're lucky!
Deuces.
Alright, so in the challenge, starting with my 4-up invuln save. He did. Who's the next guy?
There are 2 other doges.
Well, I gotta go with the next closest, so they're in base, so I'll start with the doge. Who also have a 4-up invuln save? Doge. Okay. Start with the doge who dies. He's dead. The one on the far side dies.
Oh, this one.
And then, am I within 3 of that guy there? If not, I'm taking my 6-up invuln save.
Oh, that
Am I in 3 of the iron boots?
No.
6-up invuln save. Nope. Okay. You die too.
Get punched to death, nerd.
What? Why do they have a 4-up invuln save?
No, I thought all 4 of those dogs were in the unit. I was going to say, why didn't you just look outside?
They're not. They were 2 inches away, but within 3, so they could hug his power field generator. Well, they were 2 inches away at movement. They consolidate back in, obviously, but that doesn't matter. But they were hugging the power field generator. They were all like, "I
Is
love."
that still full?
Yes. Yeah. What's the matter? I'm OBSEC.
I was just going to ask, since this is bottom 7 and you know the game's going to end, why didn't you get out your guys and charge both of these units? Because you'll probably kill them because you're fighting grots, and get your secure 3 objectives in a turn.
Because I can only score 2, and I'm happy with the 2 I have. The better question, what I was considering doing, is trying to find, like, taking this unit, bringing it out here, and assaulting here, and try to pull him off this objective was my other thought. If this thing had to move, if this thing didn't have to turbo boost, if I was gonna try to move 12, drop guys out, turbo boost, and have these guys assault the random troops that don't matter, trying to pull you back.
Anyway, you guys want to shake hands? And
Yeah. So I guess we got to figure out bottom math. What were you at? So I got these 2.
Yes. 2, 4, 6.
Oh, I need the book so I can.
12.
I need the book so I can update it. Also.
I got 12 off of Maelstrom. I no longer have any objectives.
Oh, what was that? I don't care. I want to get a pen so I can update our. Oh, I got it right here. I got it. All right. So parameter 1 is big guns in the tower. I had 3. Oh, we've got heavies. You got a heavy.
I did.
3, 6, 9 off parameter 1 for me. 3, 6, 9. Yeah. Parameter 1 for you. You got 1. Just that because we're contesting.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Parameter 2, I got 2, 4, 6, 7. And you got 12?
Yes.
Linebreaker, I got. Mark, I got. Leavenant, I got. Slayer rank, I didn't get. Warlord, you didn't get. Linebreaker, you didn't get. Mark, you got. So 12, 13, 14, 15. So you got 15 total. I got 9, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22. So I won by a difference of 7. So 14 to 6.
I found the booth. That's us.
I found it
I'm
too.
still standing.
We're right here.
Hang on. Do you need me to lower the camera? Anyway, TJ, buddy.
I don't win these things.
No, you had it so handily 1-on-5 too.
Yeah.
So, in case you couldn't tell, and I'm sure the chat wants me to bring it up again, I made fun of Matt a lot that game, like, well more than he probably deserved, but at the same time, you know, screw it, making fun of him. Nothing happened for the first 4.5 turns of that game. Literally nothing happened.
And against any other opponent, I would be fine doing that too. Well, aside from like the top end guys, but you know what I mean. Like any other opponent, that would. Yeah, your star ain't charging at me. Oh God, what's he doing? But
so anyway, you were racking up maelstroms left and right because you had the entire board. Right.
Yeah, I was pretty much dictating board stuff because he didn't want to assault because it's still bad for him to assault. It's still going to hurt.
So we were talking about it, and that's pretty much where your mindset was, right? The first however many times, you're fine just gathering Maelstroms and then waiting for him to be the one to make a mistake, right?
Yeah.
So your cannons didn't really get to do a lot. You were kind of aggressive with the commandos. What was going on there?
I couldn't think of a good thing to do with them. I honestly should have
At
just put
least
them
you were honest about it.
It was, yeah, that was completely just a brain fart. I was like, screw it, whatever.
But they lasted forever.
No, but
an
if I had to-
unreasonable amount of time.
If I hadn't have done that, I could have gotten first blood. But
You know,
on turn 5.
on turn 6.
Yeah, yeah. Also,
God, that
there
was
was no
painful to
real
watch.
reason for me to bring the... no, there was a reason for me to bring the bikes up for that objective. But also failing that... Losing that guy from the Overwatch sucked. For when I was assaulting the guy. I would have won that and just... That would have been...
Yeah.
That would have been first blood, actually. Right there. What?
You're not allowed to win these things, right?
No, I'm not.
Ever.
Ever. I've won 2. At the very beginning of second against Matt Cerino. It was another game where my dice were stupid. And the other one was the Franza at Delaware.
That doesn't count. It wasn't here.
Sure.
It doesn't count for winning on stream, I mean.
I was on stream, though.
Yeah, but it wasn't here,
So
so
for the
it doesn't
internet,
count.
I won a GT by beating Matt the Franza.
Definition. Look it up on Wikipedia after I change it. Definition of winning on stream means winning at Stomping Grounds.
I hate you. Goes to Wikipedia right now, changed it. Anyway.
So you've played this list twice now.
Yeah, it was also only my second
This-
game with it. So
This, it wasn't the best test game to test things out, but what are you thinking? You like it more than the Green Tide? Less
Oh
than
no,
the
I
Green
love
Tide?
it way more than the Green Tide. That character makes it so good. But
Forgeworld, it's a nice change.
the only problem I can see, which happened in this game, which was the only thing I was concerned about, was the lack of tractor cannons, because that would have made a difference. He wouldn't have been just doing shit with his flyers.
You know, the 2 turns he did it because
Well, yeah, but
the game
like
didn't actually happen.
But he got on the second turn. The first one was on. He got within 36 of those guns.
Yeah.
So like it would have kept his flyers back until we had to say screw it and go, which then down 1.
Yeah, it's something that we were talking about. Your list literally didn't have a way to damage them until they went to hover mode.
It only becomes a problem against Marines, because they have the hover, possibly guard, the hover mode objective secured flyers.
Sure.
That's the only time it really. I don't care about the Necron ones. What are they gonna do? Shoot me? Drop troops
Well, you
off the
can
back?
do the Necron ones because they're AV-11.
What? Well, yeah, I know that, but I don't care about pinging.
Helldrake.
Yeah,
Torch.
I don't give a shit about a Helldrake.
Is it because that means they're playing Chaos Space?
Yes, exactly. Oh, sorry for any Chaos Space Marine players
How
out
the
there.
mighty have fallen, poor Helldrake.
But yeah, so like
Codex
it's literally just Marines. I don't care about demons either, because whatever. But like the only thing is Marines with Storm Ravens or the flying wolf things.
Stormwolf.
Yes.
Storm,
being
the
objective
Storms.
secure.
Storm X.
Not Storm Talon, Storm
Oh,
Wolf
good call.
and Storm Raven. Also, possibly the Forgeworld ones, which might be allowed. Whatever,
Maybe.
Fire Raptors or
Maybe.
whatever the hell they're called. Storm Eagles, Storm Eagles.
There's a 50% chance you're making stuff up, but I would have no idea.
But yes, that's the only problem I can see with this list right now. Everything else I love, though I did love going 15 small blasts on you the other night. 15 small blasts, strength 8 AP2. That's the thing.
Multi-wound toughness, 4 models, just eating it all
But those
day.
things are so good in nobody wants to go near that.
No.
Nobody. I mean, people might still not want to go near 10 of them, but
There's a
most of the
lot.
time the tractor cannons don't do anything. Though it does help with the demons. Oh, you're coming at me with flying demons? Down 1. Dead. Down 1.
Mine.
Dead. Unless it's Nick Nanavati and he pulls random shit and whatever.
Yeah, I was going to say, that thing will never hit the ground.
Nope. But yeah, otherwise, I mean, I also haven't, the second time I played these missions, so I wasn't completely sure on everything. I understood essentially how it worked, but I wasn't completely sure. I had to read them a little bit more thoroughly, but
And small taste of Forgeworld.
small taste of Forgeworld.
Problem?
I needed. No. I mean, he's really good for 150 points, to be fair.
I also mean the Sicarius.
It really wasn't that. For me, it wasn't that big of a deal. People with flyers, that thing's going to suck.
Yeah. Once you take out the Lords of War, they don't seem to be a big deal. I'm sure as we play test these missions more, something dumb will come up.
Somebody will bring up something and it'll be...
But, overall it's good.
Yeah.
Both models played were definitely solid, things that you'll probably see if you show up to the tournaments next year. But again, everybody's starting to bring Forgeworld, or allow it, sorry. So, I mean, these things weren't insane.
Yeah. Oh, no, not at all. I mean, it did help that I made, all of my saves.
Yeah. That guy's essentially what? An old biker boss with an initiative power claw. That's not out of the realm.
No, because, he gives the skilled rider.
Sure.
And has a 24-inch turbo boost.
It's nothing crazy, though.
Yes, tank shock. Hey, if you wound him when you death to glory, I get to assault.
Truth.
It's hilarious.
But, yeah, it's definitely...
Oh, no,
tame.
he is not. He's tame. Compared to, you look at it, for 150 points, yes, it's a little bit much, but still, it's really not out of the question for some of the other things that can happen.
And even 200 might be overpriced, so he's not that underpriced.
No, he's really not. Maybe 10, 15.
A lot of stuff that was pretty tame. Good to see it in action, and, we have some backing to say, these things aren't that crazy.
I also didn't get to shoot full force with those bikes, which would have been awesome. But
there wasn't much shooting.
I know, there wasn't at all. With anything.
Nothing died.
Just the flyers.
When First Blood is almost also Last Laugh, it's a weird game.
Very true.
First Blood didn't happen until the bottom of 5.
That's true. Alright, well, still, it was really good.
Definitely.
Half that game was just me making saves like an asshole, and,
Truth. The other half was not having
This is why I usually tell Matt to not play me, because he gets mad, because I make all of my saves. So, but yeah, very good sport about it, though. And, well, he still won, so... Yeah. It's the thing, whenever I do that, he still wins.
Playing to turn
still
7.
Wins!
Remember, Team Stomping Grounds told you, playing till turn 7 wins you every game. Confirmed on stream. That's how this works, right?
They're going away. If I'm rolling to see if the turn goes on...
Anyway, we'll be right back. We'll have Matt and Mark back for you in a second, and have a good night, everybody.
All right.
All right, so I'm sitting here with Matt Cerino.
Cerino.
That's how I'm pronouncing it now.
Cerino de Bergerac?
Yes.
Do I need a giant French pointy nose?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, you tell me what to say. I'm no good with women. So, yeah, that was unexpected. Well, for us, it was unexpected. You seemed confident the whole time.
Yeah, so... we were talking about out there, and we were talking about if I had bottom of turn. I think having bottom of turn made everything. So
yeah,
we actually just kind of realized that even if TJ's Death Star assaults my Death Star, I am actually okay. And even if you may beat me in combat a little bit, I'm fearless, and I have hit and run that I guarantee. So I hit and run out, and I just get away. So the biggest thing we were talking about is, okay, if I had to go first, what would I have done? I would have scouted up in the middle. He would have assaulted me. I would have hit and run towards all of his... what do you call it?
All of his guns.
And
you could slingshot right up there.
I would have triple assaulted and gooned all of his guns. So that was an interesting thought. Boy, what happened? So I just played the negate. I channeled my inner Matt DeFranza, and my feeling was it's objectives, it's end of turn. I can let him beat me on Maelstrom. I can go for objectives and go for secondaries. Knowing that was, I think the funny thing is when I was picking secondaries, I'm like, that's my strategy. Is if I have bottom of turn to play super conservative, I have top of turn, I'm going to have to YOLO a little bit there. And my choice of secondaries was very poor. I should have taken First Blood regardless. Because I get to strike before him in combat and hope I just get something. And hope all of his wounds fall on, like, dogs and random bike dudes, and he doesn't get a character out of it. Yeah. That was my fault. I should have taken First Blood. Obviously, it wasn't mattering. The biggest mistake I made was, and I'll go to the top down, we can see it a little bit better here. No, that's the far camera. No, there you go. Oh, it's going to lag for a second. There. So like where the tablet is now. Turn 4, when the second plane should have come in, I should have been super aggressive with those planes. So I was playing for them on 6, but had I been super aggressive with the planes, we figured it out, me and TJ, when you guys were talking on turn 5. Had I been aggressive and flown the planes on 4 to like the middle of the table, on turn 5 I would have had minimum a tie, maybe a 1-point victory. And then on turn 6 and 7 I was fine, as we saw. Yeah. So it was interesting, to say the least. Though you guys don't chat up right there. Or do you?
No, because it was giving us some problems,
okay.
So we don't chat up.
So I just don't know if anyone any questions. So
I'm gonna pull up the chat on my phone.
All right. So it was interesting. I played for turn 6. Had it on turn 6. I had it on turn 7. I agree that TJ should have consolidated back towards the objective at the end there. But pretty much my thought is his guns kind of scare me because unlike my old Death Star when I'm Space Marines, I don't have a 3-up invuln anywhere. I only have 1 4-up invuln, and I have the bubble of 4-up invulns. But I'm sitting, and I don't want to group up too much though, because then I'm just feeding then I'm just giving him more wounds. And I don't really want to get in that fight with him early, because the problem with the fighter is early. If I have a bad round of dice, and it's TJ, if TJ's a good round of dice, very likely to happen. Even if we come into that fight equal, and we both just massively hurt each other, I don't have as much to follow up as he does. Yeah. So I was okay, and that's why on turn 4, I gave him a 10-inch charge, or an 11-inch charge. On turn 5, I gave him a 10-inch charge. Because I'm okay to pick that fight on turn 4, and on 3, 4, and 5. But in 3, 4, and 5, I don't really care. Because, okay, he charges me, we beat each other up a little bit, but he's charging me on the top of 4. So on his turn, I hit and run away, and I'm across the field. Now turn 5, I move, and now I'm a 40. So like from where we are, I'm 46 away. So on average, I'm 14 inches away. He then consolidates. Let's say he consolidates 6 inches up behind me. We're like 8 inches apart. Then my turn, I move. I'm 12 inches. I'm 20 inches apart. Then I assault something else. Now I'm like 24 inches away from him on the next turn. So now he's not able to actually come back and re-get me. So I kind of should have thought about that and.
Well, you can. Yeah, it's cool because you use the hit and run to. You let him charge you. Then you use the hit and run in his turn to then get behind him and slingshot.
And then exactly. And I should have done that probably on turn 4 and given him that on turn 4.
There's other things that I was thinking about right while I was watching the game because you went with tactical on the Warlord trades.
Yeah.
And I mean, that helps you in Maelstrom missions. But then again, I was just sort of thinking, I was like, I was watching it and I felt like maybe there's some strategic Warlord traits that could have helped you too. Like the one that gives your Warlord and 3 units infiltrate.
So I thought about that. The problem is I can't infiltrate the Death Star. So the only odd thing it would have given me is it would let me outflank my flyers.
You wouldn't have been able to infiltrate the Death Star?
So the Death Star unit-wise is the Warlord.
Yeah.
3 Iron Priests, the Interrogator Chaplain, and the bike unit. So I can only infiltrate my Warlord plus 3 units.
The character doesn't convert the unit anymore? The whole unit has to have it?
Yeah, exactly. So I would have been able to infiltrate my Warlord and 3 of those things. So I would have been able to take the Warlord, the Interrogator Chaplain, the bikes, and 1 Iron Priest, and 2 Iron Priests would have been left out to die.
Okay. So even if a character joins a unit that has infiltrate,
they don't join until deployment.
There we go.
So they join when they're infiltrating. That's the problem. At least I believe that's how it's considered for tournament play.
We'll check the FAQ after that, but yeah, I mean that makes sense.
So the only thing I really wanted was strategic genius would have been nice. +1 to seize in the event. I guess I don't want seize. It's more the reroll reserves. I don't care about Conqueror Cities because I have Skilled Rider now.
Yeah.
And I don't really care about the +1 cover because 4 versus 3 up cover against all this stuff. That's fine. Who cares?
Yeah.
I don't want him. I want his reserves to come in, so I don't want to roll that. I don't care about Night Attacker because I'm not really a shooting army. I don't really care, and I was already planning on negating his shooting with my deployment anyway. I don't want the pinning check thing.
That's well. I guess if you pin the guns,
The thing is, my plan was already to negate their shooting and deploy outside their range anyway. So
Yeah.
it's like, cool, I pinned you when they weren't going to shoot at anything.
true. But I mean, it could have been cool if you pinned the guns
Yeah.
and then you just swarm up, and then it's like you can't do anything about this.
Yeah, and just personal has nothing I really wanted, so I went tactical.
I gotta be honest, I don't even know what is on personal. I play Tau. I roll strategic.
The problem is the good things of the good things of personal are like gives my warlord feel no pain. Okay, I have it.
Yeah.
Gives my warlord furious charge. Okay,
Yeah.
sure, not bad. And then it's like give your warlord like random thing. Lets all units within 12 inches of him use their leadership, which I don't care about. I actually considered rolling on the Space Wolf chart.
What would you like to have gotten on the Space Wolf chart?
There was one on the Space Wolf chart we looked at. I think I could make my warlord E-warrior. I believe Saga of the Bear is in there.
Yeah.
Which would have made me E-warrior.
Yeah.
No, is that on personal? Is there an E-warrior on personal?
I don't know if there's an E-warrior on
I don't know. I'm
personal.
gonna mute the mic real quick because I yell. All right, we had to yell out there. I want to see what those warlord traits
I'm a
are.
pretty lady.
No, you're not.
So I
Trevor.
made a mistake there with my warlord trait selection.
What did you do?
We're trying to decide if I should have, if
Rolled
there was
on a
anything off of
different
the
warlord.
Space Wolf chart or the personal chart that would have been better than rolling on. Even though being able to
We were
start
talking
2
about
was
Sagas,
nice.
that game.
That's what I'm not sure if Saga the Bear was still a thing.
He's bringing the Space Wolf Codex up.
Matt, don't you know they removed Sagas this book?
Yeah, I know, but they're in the warlord.
No,
traits
they're
now.
not. There's no such thing.
So let's go with command. Oh, command's bad. Personal. Counterattack. Oh, look, I already have that. Furious charge. Meh. Outflank special rule. I could have outflanked. So I actually saw it. I did consider that at one point with getting outflanked because the bikes already have it, so I don't actually need it. But I actually did consider one of my tactics was actually deploy get the big piece of terrain, put the big piece of terrain all the way in the back so he couldn't see it, and deploy the Sicarian back there and go, okay, I'm just going to outflank my Death Star.
Okay.
The problem then is if it stays in reserve, I just die.
You just lose the game. Yeah.
Your army
Rerolling
gains
your reserves could have been helpful too.
True.
That's another one.
Your army gains 1 victory point for each enemy character slain by the warlord in a challenge. Not happening. Your warlord has the feel no pain special rule. Oh, look, I already have it. Your warlord has fearless and it will not die. I already have fearless and it will not die. Okay. Would have made tanking wounds a little bit nicer. Command is a pile of poop. Tactical has some stuff we looked at. Oh, let's look about the space puppies. What the puppy trait would have given me.
Ba-ba-da-da.
Now, there are some decent ones in the detachment.
Yes.
That I would have been okay with. The problem is that I'm not getting OBSEC on those vehicles. Is it before?
Which was kind of a big deal for you this game.
Yeah, and that, again, like, kind of what I was playing towards is like, okay, I have OBSEC, okay, I've got plays. Oh, I forgot it's in the back now. As long as I do it smart. Okay, warlord trait. So, Saga of the Warrior Born. When fighting the challenge rule, all failed to hit and wound rolls. No. Saga of the Wolfkin, the Warlord, and all spendly phrase unit factions considered entirely beast or cab models. That's the thing, it's only entirely beast or cab. I was thinking that one might not be bad. Warlord has Monster Hunter, I don't care. Your Warlord and his unit have a Feel No Pain 6+, I already have a 5+. Your Warlord and his unit have Outflank and Stealth rolls, so the Stealth might not have been bad. Saga of the Mastery, your Warlord friendly units would reroll morale and pinning checks. Wouldn't have mattered. I don't get pinned, I am fearless, so who cares?
Basically.
So maybe Saga of the Hunter for Stealth.
Yeah.
Would have made my Jink real good.
Yep.
Then I might have been more aggressive to the shooting because I can just sit up front and be like, okay, I have a 2-up cover save. And because you're only strength 8, I got my Feel No Pain roll still.
Yep.
I have a 2-up, 5-up. I might be okay with that. So it was an option. But no, I mean, we talked a lot about it, and me and TJ we were talking if I could have gotten more aggressive earlier. And
Yeah.
I think I could have. I think turn 4 would have been my turn. I think I like dancing on turn 1, 2, and 3. I got myself a little too in that top. I guess let's pull back up the camera so I can the clear top one so I can see what. So bottom right, as you guys see it, I got a little too committed to that bottom right corner.
Yep.
I think I should have stayed to the top right because there were more objectives over there, and I think my objective deployment was very poor too. I told myself I'm going to dance this game, so I placed the top objective right at 24 so I could keep my leave none behind by stepping over the line. The other objective that I placed up there underneath the Stormwolf should have been placed on the bottom. The reason I wanted to keep them close together, because my original thought was, okay, I'll get my scouts in there, and I'll keep my Death Star behind the scouts to protect them. But then I didn't do that. So I had a good game plan going in, and then I just kind of punted it out the window. Like, I had a really good game plan, and I followed half of it. So my game plan was, negate his shooting, sit back, make him run to main, get the objective with the scouts, like keep the scouts close, tie an Iron Priest to them so I had some protection for them from random shooting, and then on like the later turns, my plan was to keep the Stormwolves in hover in the back until like turn 4. If they came in on turn 2 and 3, they were going to come in hovering. They were going to sit in the back early, and keep 24 inches away from the bikes. And if the bikes came close, jump into fly and get the fuck out. But on turn 4, just flat out 36 across the table. Like keep my butt near the butt and just flat out 36 to like the middle, past the middle of the table. Like keep up a little bit. And that was my plan: keep everything along that back table edge and just go, okay. I'll start playing the game on turn 4. But I then moved down to go hunt the commandos to deny first blow because I told myself I really need to deny first blow. I really need to deny first blow because it's a 9-2 points. And I got a little too committed to it. The bikes really didn't do much. It was mostly the Sicarian and the Stormwolves. I probably could have kept those bikes a little bit more up because I kind of wanted to threaten a charge to see if I could bait him towards me a little bit. My feeling is like, okay, the commando's there. If I get close and he thinks I might assault the commandos, then he might move close to get the counter assault. And I was kind of hoping to bait him out a little bit, and he didn't fall for it. So because he didn't fall for it, I should have just bailed earlier and gone a turn earlier, moving back up. And it kind of cost me there. So like on turn 6, I couldn't get leave none behind because on turn 6 I needed a 6-inch run to get my dogs completely out of my deployment zone.
Okay.
So I had a really good plan on what to do with every unit, and all I actually followed was the negate shooting.
Yeah. But I mean, in the end, it ended up working. I mean, you got rid of those grots on that last objective. That was one. That was one thing we were calling.
I had two. I had the flamer units. I'm like, they're just gonna come out and dunk these grots whenever I need them to.
Yeah.
Because I have the grot, and I'm blood claw, so I'm 4 attacks on the charge. Like, they're dead grots. Yeah. Those grots are all toast.
There's nothing they can do.
So, and I picked to slay the rank and file, destroy all troops, thinking that I could easily get the 2 grots. And my actual original hope was if I could kill those 2 grots, it would make him be more cautious with one of the bike units. I was hoping maybe he'd be like, okay, because he went for the grots. And I should have picked the commandos as my mark for death. I should have made those commandos not try to be relevant.
Yeah.
But because he put the mark for, and that's why I even told TJ why I asked why he put the mark for death grots on the actual objective that mattered, not in the relic or not in the Maelstrom one. Because if the mark for death grots are on the regular one, my whole game. So here's the thing I was looking at. So let's say the mark for death grots were swapped with the way they should have been. I then have to, instead of that one on turn 6, that flyer that just kind of hung around in limbo would actually have flown towards that objective, gotten guys out, and guys fight there, and he could have taken shots at that one too. So he should have swapped that around and should have he overvalued that bottom left target for me because it was, in theory, that bottom left objective was 5 points. It was 3 points the objective and 2 points for the mark for death. He made that a 5-point objective.
Another thing you possibly could have done, just to get a whole lot of value out of the 5-man Blood Claw squads that I was just sort of thought of now. So you have in the upper left-hand corner, I keep touching the screen because I keep thinking people can see. So in the upper left-hand corner, you've got the grots that are with the one set of guns. Mm-hmm. You could then drop you fly all the way up there, drop the guys out in the next turn, flame the guns over the grots. Then, when the grots all die, charge the guns. Mm-hmm. That's something that could have done a whole lot of damage in that turn, too.
Yeah, and that was, again, my plan. See, here's the thing. I would have been... had he been more aggressive with the bikes, I would have been more aggressive with the planes. Hands down was my thought.
Yeah.
I knew the planes were going to be winning it for me on turn 5, and I frankly didn't want to get into hover too early and give those guns a chance to potentially kill it. Yeah. Obviously, he caused 1 wound when he shot all of them at the 1, but he got a pen. He could have rolled a 6 and could have blown it up. Yep. And now I'm down my best OBSEC unit I have. So, I should have been. I could have been a little more aggressive, and I was thinking about that a lot. The game.
Yeah.
But I was so committed to it early.
Yeah.
Come hell or high water, I had to stay conservative and. I think being aggressive with, like, one of the flyers wasn't good enough. Now, had both flyers come out on turn 2, I was thinking about that. When both came out on turn 2, I'm like, okay, I think both still would have come on hover because his commandos had come on already. Yeah. So both would have hovered on to just try to punk Commandos. Or did what they did and fly across the top at an angle, try to dump everything into the Commandos. Okay, I didn't kill the Commandos. Okay, I got the Commandos. Jesse is violently throwing dice right now.
Oh, look, I just lost my bikes. Because that's what happens.
I'm trying to listen. So I was good. So I would have done, and then I would have at least had those planes in the backfield as a constant threat. And even if I don't actually get them out, even if they're just flying back in zigzag patterns back there, it's like, oh, what? I could just randomly at any point drop this down and have Flamer in your backfield. Like, what are you gonna do now, Grot Boy? And I almost would have thought it might have backed the bikes up a little bit. That would have been interesting. Would TJ have backed up with the bikes? Because if he backed up with the bikes at all, then I moved the star up. And now I've got the bikes sandwiched where I want them. Because I would have made sure if I came in hover, he never actually had a chance to get a good charge off. Mm-hmm. And then it would have been like, oh, well, you could charge here, or you can now get guys coming up your butt. And yeah.
I wouldn't. That's phrasing. Another.
Really, he already likes 9-10 inches, so.
Did you the death copter? There's just one death copter, random death copter. Did you consider marking that for death?
I did, and my concern is that he could have easily hit it.
Yeah.
And obviously he can easily have the Grots, but the death copter is slightly more. The Grots can't move very fast, and I kind of figured he's gonna just bunker them down a piece of terrain. I'm like, I have flamers. I'll get to the Grots eventually. Mm-hmm. Had I been smarter, I probably would have picked the Commandos. But, here's the thing. So, Commandos would have done two things. One, they would have made the Commandos not be in on my table edge.
Yes.
Which would have protected my Scouts had the Scouts come in first. But then the Commandos are harder to kill.
Now, on the other hand, though, if you would have marked for death the Commandos, he would have been more cautious with them, which means they would have been further back. It would have given him a better chance of getting first blood because he wasn't very cautious with them since he didn't have to be. So you see what I mean? Because you got first blood you took first blood from him for killing them.
And the other reason I want to pick a Grots is because I picked kill all of his troops. Mm-hmm. So my mindset is, okay, he's got 4 troops. The Grots are one of those. So I'm already trying to potentially kill all 4 troops. It would be very dumb of me to not kill that. Otherwise, I would have marked one of the gun units and said, okay, it's big guns never tire. I have to kill heavies. Mm-hmm. So if I kill one of those, I get a heavy. So that's a 3-point swing then there, because it's 2 points for the mark for death and 1 point for the killing a heavy. So I had some options. But yeah, so that was how the game went.
Yeah, it was an excellent game. I didn't see you pulling it out, but you won by you won. It was a solid showing right at the end of the game. There's nothing you can do about this. I'm winning this game now.
14-6. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Had the game ended on 5, and I feel terrible. I'm kind of pissed at myself because had I been more aggressive on 4 with the Flyers, I had the game on 5 too. Mm-hmm. Instead I had it handily on 6-7. I would have had it close, if not tie, on 5, and then had it on 6-7 as well. So that's again kind of my. I was a little too conservative there.
But on turn 8, you would have tabled him.
Yeah, turn 8 you would have so yeah.
That was actually a running gag during the game. We were saying, "Yep, Matt, he plays for turn 8."
Yeah, of course. But all right. I guess we have no questions.
That's I didn't. Yeah, there's nothing in the chat. I didn't see anything.
That is our game, gentlemen. Tune in to next week, obviously 7 p.m. Eastern time. We're either going to do another game or two with this mission packet. Also, if any of you guys watch the Tour in the Fire stuff, we're going to tune back in into our booth here. If any of you guys watch Tour in the Fire stuff, they've been testing and messing around with a Highlander format. So we were looking at playing a game or two with that. Me and Jesse are recording 11th Company podcast tomorrow night with Neil and Mark from that group. So we're going to talk with them, see if they can give us a lowdown, and we might try to see if we can break it. That's actually what they've been asking us. I know they're having problems with Imperial Knights right now in their Highlander format because you can in theory take 2 because they're 2 different Imperial Knight names. So we were looking at trying to me and Jesse or 2 people just play the most degenerate things we can think of in that format. So we'll see. We'll mess around and see if but it's either that or we're going to be doing some more testing with our Killadelphia. This is our preliminary Killadelphia packet. So we are still obviously trying to figure out a date for that. We're looking end of May. We're having some battles right now with venues and trying to find a place. But we are looking at some packets for that, which we're going to be posting up probably the next month when we think we have a nicer packet. We're going to post up for people to look at, critique, stuff like that as well, because I like to get a finalized packet out minimum 2 months before a GT. If we're March, if we're end of May, it'll be out by the end of March at a minimum, just to see what happens when you get back from Adepticon, see how bad Forgeworld is. I want to get the packet out 3 months in advance and have the FAQs come out a month before, primarily because we're going to allow Forgeworld, so we want to talk to people who are really heavily with it. Jesse and Justin Cook talk a lot with some of the West Coast guys, Reese, Frankie, all the and DeFranza talks to them. We have a lot of guys who are in contact with the frontline guys. They have been playing with Forgeworld all the time out there. They know it a lot better than we do, for sure. Also, Jesse, myself, talk a lot with, obviously we're on the Allies Convenience podcast, we talk with the Brits and a lot of people in Europe, and they play with it all the time. So me and Jesse keep kind of throwing to people and going, hey, what is really good in this? What do we need to FAQ? What do we need to watch for? What could break our system? So, yeah, we're working on it. Okay. But, yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Everyone have a good night. Bye-bye.
We'll see you guys next Monday.
Bye-bye, broadcast. Bye-bye.